and then a dumbass wizard.
We had no back line or no front line. We were all spellcaster.
Yeah,
In
There's
this
been late
campaign, we
evenings.
have actually a pretty good mix. We just don't have.
Yeah,
We
we
just-
have like one. We have one hyper ranged.
we
have a
just don't
bunch of support.
have.
We have a good mix of
We have an
supports, and we have two
all-arounder.
frontliners.
We have an all-rounder. We have a frontliner,
We have
mid-range.
two frontliners. We have supports, and we have like an extreme range.
Yeah.
I feel like our problem is we just don't know how to set up properly.
No, we don't. Our position is garbage.
It's positioning, and also sometimes it's you enter situations like the last fight where you're not in a favorable.
Yeah. Last fight, I would say was fine. Like it's all because the reason last fight was kind of difficult is one because I had to do some shit, and then
Plus, they had a 40-foot
positioning.
melee range.
Oh, that one that was all positioning. Yeah,
That
two
was
fighting the grapplers, the
Mhm.
harpooners was literally it went bad just because we didn't have good positioning.
That and he could ruin your positioning. They could grab someone from back line and pull them in front of front line.
Technically no, because we had a fog cloud user, so we could have had someone using fog cloud, so he couldn't see us.
But we
Would have
did.
been very.
could
So it's
have,
positioning.
Could have. Lot of.
coulda, woulda,
Shoulda, woulda.
shoulda.
I'm just happy the harpoon is still considered a melee attack.
Yeah,
Right. Sort of ranged. I wish it was ranged.
Yeet.
like a 40-foot.
You should have
Feels
kept one of them
ranged.
and made your harpoon like that.
It was only the harpoon bit, the
Light on.
the bit that made the harpoon actually come back was muscle.
Or if like you attach a chain to it.
Yeah. Then you
Sure.
don't need his. You don't need the creature's the little barbed like flesh hook to do that. Make your own.
Like,
I need
the
to
first
D&D
Alien
session
versus
and sign
Predator, the Predator gives
D&D
her
session sign on the
alien.
door.
The one that gets ignored.
Yeah.
Camera off.
And action.
Yeah.
As
Take two.
No,
that
no,
one-
actually put on this.
as
put
that
on
one
this side
time
right here.
Breaker.
Why does everyone keep ignoring it?
I know.
Put it on.
Maybe because the
door.
camera on is like kind of small.
Because if he puts it on the front. I got a new backpack.
Is
Oh.
it Kevlar?
Kevlar.
You're not getting like an Armor 3 backpack.
Not getting. I didn't get a Kevlar backpack to take bullets. Could have.
Back to school
Good
necessity.
to start.
I got a new bill. My anesthesiologist bill was
I have one of
$9.90.
those old on-air lights that I thought about like installing in above my bedroom door, and just having a little plug that I plug it in. It goes on air.
Dad, just get a sign and use tape like I'm doing right now.
No, we all just need to keep getting more and more extravagant ones. Eventually, someone can start renting a studio. Get like time.
Chris, I was saying how one of these days I'm gonna win the lottery, and I'm gonna pay for all of you guys to fly out here. We're gonna have a live D&D session from my cabin.
It takes millions of dollars to pull this one off.
This one session.
Yep.
One session.
A live D&D session from my cabin
And
using
Viking
my
ends- and Viking ends up-
100-year-old oak table.
And then Viking ends up getting 200 bits for compensation
Yeah.
from some random user.
Nice stream.
Thanks.
You have like the cameras and everything.
Yeah,
You
like-
have all
Gonna be
these
great.
super expensive. It's like full production value out of nowhere.
One of my favorite things
You
to
see
Why
do
I
Travis
is
in
to
the
throw
background with the
gifts at
clipboard,
a streamer.
setting everything
And-
up.
Okay, boys, let's go. We only got like 3 hours.
Without much further ado, our characters made their way south again. We camped for the night, and then we headed toward Talonstead, as described by Marion. As we entered Talonstead, we found Marion and another woman next to him. That was Carlisle Vesperwin, leader of the Dominion Liberation Effort. greets us regarding the convoy. It wants us to liberate the Morrow Valley. She wants to sponsor us regarding our overall contribution to Wildmount. Shut the fuck up. She wants Marion to take us up the mountain to show us her token of sponsorship. We make our way up Ashkeeper's Peak. And a keep lies at the top of Ashkeeper's Peak. Ashkeeper's Peak of the Keep. A ruins of buildings and structures in the mountains. And it's Achaim Mordialis. The castle would be given to us to be renovated. We'd have to renovate it, unfortunately. Plan on working on the keep to renovate it for the next month or so. Saren contacted our favorite tiefling regarding means of teleportation. Marion describes what needs to be fixed. This huge effort of basically everything being fucked. He mentions there's a passage to Xhorhas. Potential build ideas of a skyport for the revenue, as well as making it distillery and multiple different other things we can come to mind. We stay the night at the castle, and next morning we head down to Felderwood. We venture down from the keep back to the flat plains. We make our way to the north of Felderwood, and that's when we got ambushed by Thalen Myers
Again.
with the grenade-like weapon. Again. All of our armor and weapons were knocked off of us. And that's when I remember this motherfucker Thalen from the Volstruckers. I recognized him during my time as a tracker hunter. He was considered a handler, and that the last I've heard was, oh my god, was him in Vascaragua. There we go.
That's
You worked-
Ragna.
Yeah, he worked under Master Trent Ikathon. Saren, Snyder, and Wolfgang tracked down the last robber after we were finishing up this battle. We found a letter and a
Howard ran
magical
away again.
contract with a note. Yeah, Thalen fortunately ran away again after almost killing one of us.
Again.
Find a letter with a magical contract with a note on it regarding retrieving the lost gear. What lost gear? We don't know. Just the lost gear. Also had a unique symbol from the clasps of Tilidore. And
Clasp, yeah.
a clasp from Tilidore.
Adore.
Teledore. Am I
Teledore.
not just not saying it right? You want to
Yeah.
read my notes?
Sure.
Teledore.
Read my notes.
Teledore. Teledore.
Paldore.
Lottery.
Aldore.
God,
Lottery.
look for the missing horses.
Tortuga.
Talladega.
Talladega. And this is when we go back to Torn and Reinhardt. Now, for people in here who want to cover the ears, I don't know if we want to go over it or not, but I can fucking go over it real quick. We continuing traveled south for the weeks. We got left. We got left by the Redskin Cambion as he decided he had some stuff to go take care of, and he'd be reaching back with us in the morning. That's when Torn and Reinhardt decided this is not the path that they necessarily wanted to go down anymore. They're not sure how to come about this, but they know that if they were going to stick with the Cambion, this would not be the way. We decided leaving. Fuck you. We decided to leave. They decided to leave, and
Talladega?
writing a note to him saying that we aren't the champions that he thinks he is, in the hopes that he someday find the light as well. We continue through the night and the day to the base of the Ashkeeper Peaks. And we reach an entry point into this ruinous location. I'm just gonna fucking. Oh, you spelt it wrong too.
No, that's a verbal pronunciation spelling.
Oh, thank you.
Tau. Door. A. Taldore.
We reach an entry point into the ruinous location, and that's where I follow Torn into this entry. As we're headed towards the. What was the name of the fuck?
There was no name of the
No, it was Draconia.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was Draconia.
Or it's Draconia.
Myself again.
He starts navigating the labyrinth with ease, as if he's been here before, to a small platform with 2 sarcophaguses. One of them was named Raven Ball, that who sought the light.
Other way around.
Oh, wait, it was the one named Raven Ball, and the other one was Torn Ball. Torn Ball, that who sought the light. Ravens was that who sought darkness, champion of dragons. We opened Torn's sarcophagus, and it was empty, with an illuminating object. A 12-sided item with 2 handles. A Luxon beacon.
Oh yeah, I signed off before this happened, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Same here.
We decided to open up Ravenball's sarcophagus, as his body lied there dead, with a gold war pick in his hands,
Robin's a
lined
woman.
with her hands lined with multiple gems. I don't remember there being a him or her in this fucking last.
I don't remember that either.
So that's why I was just like, lined
It was
with
never, yeah, it
multiple
was never
gems.
sweet, but-
It was the will of the Talon Dormant. We ended up taking a rest finally after 2 days of travel, and placed once again after that night's rest in this courthouse. But instead of on trial asking if I regret, I get pulled forward through dirt and rubble into a white marble room with the figure who has full plate armor of one of a lawbearer of Arathis would wear. I ask who they are. No response. Where am I? No response. As I touch him, his body seems lifeless and dead. The room ends up going dark, and all I hear is the clanking of armor and metal. I regain consciousness as I'm wearing white armor with a halberd and a steel plume of a helmet. We approach Auffield, and I get called Sardanius. The other figure enters the city as the entire city gathers around. He states we are here to enforce law. City enforcement brings forth a bandit who have killed many people. The other lawbearer engages with him in a battle to sentence him to death, giving him the ability to change his sentence if he were to win. After that fails, he announced this is for the next one, as it is now my turn. A man who was caught stealing expensive medicines for his sick sister. I told him his punishment was to work for the meds, to pay off the meds from the merchant. As much disgruntled went across the land, across the crowd. I then wake up.
That was for Rhine, Hearts, and Torn Ball. But you all, those in the current Prudent 6,
The main characters.
back at the A plot,
Enough of this side character
You have
bullshit.
The main plot.
Of the side character.
you have recollected at the now smoldering wreck of your cart.
My fucking cart.
The kind
What
of
is that?
wind
2
is
carts
taking
now?
away.
Three.
Third one.
3 cards?
3 carts. Fuck you, Chris. Keep bringing my shit, man.
DM has something against carts.
Get
Get
a
a
better
lot of
cart,
money for these
bitch.
carts.
You know, Saren, we go through a
Hey,
lot of
Pat.
cards.
I
I
wanna
put a
talk
lot of
about it.
I put a lot of carts in your way too.
So that I can blow them up.
My cabbages.
My cabbages.
Is there
Fucking
anything
like my shit.
salvageable from our cart?
Wood.
So
Wood.
you hear it's midnight, by the way, because you were ambushed
That's right.
in the middle of the night, and currently none of you have completed a long rest. You've just taken a short rest to recuperate, especially now that you have found the Ioun Stone that the bandit guy
Okay.
had run away with, and you had recaptured him, found he was a member of the Clasp.
And I have him invisible next to me.
Yes. You have a captive. It's currently midnight. So, what do you do?
I spend the time. I mean, with the captive tied up, I'll spend the time in case something else comes. I'll put on my armor.
Yeah, same.
Same.
Oh, I'll go find my armor
Just
first.
get everything set up for my character.
I'm gonna put my
all that.
6 AC back on.
Yeah. We're gonna get everything.
You
back
all
on.
go
I think
about.
I already.
Dude, I go from like 11 AC to like 18. It's a huge
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
think I already equipped it.
You go about redonning your armor from the ambush, handing off equipment. You spend a little bit of extra time.
Is there anything
Snyder.
salvageable from? Can I check to see if there's anything salvageable from the cart?
Roll an investigation check.
Guidance.
Okay, that's rolled with. That's
Invest.
a D4, right?
Yep, at a D4.
Oh boy, I'm gonna need it. 14.
14. The card itself is just ruined.
Yeah.
The effect of what was essentially a grenade into the underbelly has ruined any of the functionality that
An
this card would ever
IED.
have.
The roadside IED.
Your content and anything that was in the car was sensitive for winds, and non-magical items are scuffed a little bit, but not damaged to the point of affecting the day-to-day wear.
Okay.
But the card itself is just unsalvageable.
I'm just gonna gather up whatever is salvageable, distributed amongst us.
Grab all my stuff. I tell everyone
We're gonna
about the
kill this
invisible
guy, right,
man.
Saren? Eventually, we are going to kill this guy.
More than likely, unless he has some magical means to fucking tell us what to be of use to us.
And
We
then we
should
kill
find
him, right?
another spot. Also, he
Oh,
stole
no.
from me. I don't like that.
I'll,
We're gonna need another cart.
I'm not fucking buying the next cart.
We're gonna need a bigger cart.
I grab the invisible guy and throw him on my shoulder and go walk to the nearest spot I can see that seems a lot more defensible. Kind of like
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
I help.
I can
'Cause
do
I'm gonna
that.
go with him.
I don't need it.
You couldn't help because
Perception.
it's midnight.
I can see though, and I have it, and I'll use guidance. Woohoo! Okay, everyone, you ready for this roll with guidance?
Oh yeah.
Chris, 29. It's a
While
natural
dragging
20.
this guy, the goggles on. Eventually, you do find somewhere that is
It's just
defensible by the means of allowing you guys to, take a new long rest as well as anything you might want to do, tucked further away in the woods here.
all right. Mold earth ground. That way, I
Nothing's
have a hole to
happening
sleep
here.
in, and I'll ritually cast the other tiny hut.
I'll ritually cast my hut as well. So we
Which
have two
one is
huts
it?
up.
Mhm.
The
Ooh,
huts have been-
oh. And he can leave his hut, so we'll sleep in my hut, or he can sleep in his hut. It doesn't matter.
You've created now
What?
You've created a 2-room tiny hut.
Yeah.
No, it's diversion. They attacked the other hut.
Yeah.
They'll never see
So
it coming.
Wait. All right, Chris. Quick question.
Quick
My God.
answer.
Can you have the huts touching?
Yeah, they can be overlapping.
That's getting lewd. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it to be lewd.
I want
But
the
could you
touch.
mold earth in between them to make like a little tunnel if you had to? Or like would it have to be like below a certain amount. That way
What?
the ruins don't.
So the domes can just overlap, and you can just travel between them. The only person that could not travel between domes is Saren. He cannot leave his dome. You can leave your dome because that's the benefit of the Cerberus dome.
Yep, because you can ritual cast and I can't. You can ritual cast any spell you want because you're wizardy. I'm not. I need to work on that. When we're in
I would like to ritual cast Fireball.
in our dome, in my dome, I will take the. Chris, is there like a stone wall near us, or are we just in like surrounded by woods, or are we like next to like a hill or anything, or kind of what's the general
You're
layout?
kind of there's not really a hill. If there's any hill, it's a very gradual.
Okay, not anything. Okay, I will take the invisible person and I will put him. I will lie him down. I will look to everyone else. Does anyone have any means to make sure he's telling us the truth?
I do.
You have zone of truth.
I do.
Wonderful
This
then.
truth.
I'll wake him up. You cast the spell and. Actually, wait. What kind of save is it?
Let me look it up. Sorry, I'm using like a D-pad because my mouse crapped out on me, so it's a little
I'm just gonna be
hard.
sitting in my hole.
It is a.
So I
charisma
give
save.
everyone. I also give everyone a good berry. Your dinner for the night.
It is a charisma save of.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's see.
Okay. Well.
It's yours.
15.
Yeah. Well, let's wake him up then. I
All right, and I'm going to
Wake him up.
cast because I can't see him because he's still invisible, right?
Yep.
Correct.
I'm gonna just cast it on like the general area.
It is
around
a
Saren.
Zone.
It's a
It's a
zone.
zone, so it's
So
60
it would
feet,
affect.
so-
Unless
Anyone.
everyone moved 60 feet away, you would all.
Hey, no one can tell a lie unless they pass a charisma save of 15.
I would like to move 61 feet away.
I will
Stay out of my dome.
I'm gonna have him
See,
move
and
60
enough.
feet away. I'm gonna tell him, hey, can you go over there like 60 feet and then come back? Actually, no, because then the guy. Fuck. It doesn't matter. Well, but so the guy.
Stay out of my dome.
I'll make a charisma save. Guidance. Actually, I can't use guidance.
I'll
'cause
do
he
a
already
Christmas
did it.
save as well.
So charisma save. 17. I saved.
You guys all lying?
So I can lie to the guy
Oh.
that
Yeah.
only I can see.
Oh. I was
If
like,
you
wait, are you-
pass the charisma save, you're able to bluff.
17.
If you fail, you cannot
can't.
lie. You cannot knowingly lie.
If the Kanku lies, the Kanku squawk. Caw, 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 caw.
Not lying.
Just
Just can't be understood.
This was a thing that happened in one of the sessions. One of our older sessions. They were all hit by zone of truth, and one guy just started speaking giant, even if he told the truth.
That's
No one knew
right.
what he was saying.
That
I'm just gonna stay in
that
my
was
dome.
Jonathan, wasn't it?
That was Jonathan.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's actually a really good way of like evading it by speaking a language because you're not lying. You
No
have
one
to
can
tell the truth.
understand you.
You don't
That
have
was-
to speak
You also
common.
just don't have to
That was
talk.
one of Jonathan's really brilliant moments in D&D.
And also, the big thing is it doesn't compel you to speak. You just don't
No,
have to
correct.
talk.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not suggestion where you say, "Tell me what you know."
Tell me what you know.
Okay, so
Yeah.
people, it's a 15 save. So if you want to roll it.
Yeah. All right.
You
Just like
do have the feeling though that that this member of the class did succeed on the saving
Okay.
throw.
Okay. So I will wake him up, and I'll just be sitting there looking at him.
Okay.
Wait, he's passed it
Still
while asleep.
invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only auto fail strength dexterity checks.
Mhm.
You don't auto fail wisdom, intelligence, or charisma or con checks when you're asleep.
Saren,
Passed.
can I ask? I assume I'm gonna ask Saren approximately where he is,
Oh,
just so I can level my crossbow at him.
I point out where he is to everyone before
Yeah.
waking him.
There's a crossbow aimed body
like,
mass.
yeah, it's like
Does
a
anyone
So
have
little
I kind of go like this. I
left
kind
of
of go.
center, and then just
Does anyone have any tar we can put on him?
President?
Oh, yeah.
you look up
I
to
can
a.
explode his genitals off. I could do that.
I think I might have said
No.
it was a
I'll
human
just stay in my dome.
before,
It's a human, yeah.
but he is an. Oh yeah, so it's like a dark-haired human kind of takes this deep breath that he glances up afterwards at this strange cacophony of people around him.
Good morning. Hmm. Not much of a talker, I see. Well, we killed everyone else, so you're the last one. I'd like to tell you to tell me what this note is.
Roll a persuasion check.
With advantage because he has a very large crossbow pointed at him.
Do I have advantage, Chris?
That's not
No.
definitely in the name
Three.
of persuasion.
Wait, do you need
Three.
someone who's proficient in intimidation?
Read the
No,
fucking
I
note or
don't
this
get it.
bird's gonna break your leg! Intimidation.
The bard's gone crazy.
Bard's gone.
Yeah, Chris, I rolled a 3.
Bard's tired
Yeah.
of this shit.
Alright, that will be a 19.
Squinting look.
Hmm.
It's a contract.
Can we hear him?
Yeah, you can hear him.
Yeah, so you guys are just hearing noise from nothing.
Nothing.
So it's a
I
contract.
hear nothing.
Wonderful. Can you tell me what you were wanting to retrieve, or who told you that things were stolen, or what was stolen? Can you tell me anything about it? I mean, I can read the contents of the letter. I know it's a contract. Thank you. I know who you are. I know who you're with. I know items were stolen, which shows you I can read the contract. What items were stolen and who hired you? I'm assuming it's the Dwendalian Empire or the Cerberus Assembly.
You're quite astute.
It's not very hard to be astute when you know who's coming to kill you. I just want to know what they think we stole.
And I can just glance around. And what should I tell you?
Well, I have the ability to keep you alive as long as I want. No matter what I'm doing to you, I can keep you alive. For years, decades. It's very easy for me.
I can
Sean,
kill you very many. I have very many ways of killing you too, wherever you are. I don't know where you are, but I can kill you very, very easily.
You have what? 6 of us here?
Oh, the ways we can kill you.
You disturbed our sleep, tried to kill us, tried to steal our things. Not very well. So either you can tell us now, at least as much as you can, unless you are magically inclined to not, due to the organization you're with. And then maybe we can decide after that what we're going to do with you. Or we can torture you until you're within an inch of sanity and see what happens then. What do they think we stole?
I am much more prepared for this outcome than you.
What outcome? Of death? Torture? You can't do anything to us. We've already killed the other ones. So it
Chris, if
seems
he
you've-
dies, does does his invisibility break?
It should run out with time.
Yeah, it'll run out in time.
Would I would probably be familiar
Yes,
with
it does.
enough
It
with
does.
like Saren's ability to cast spare the dying and how effective it is if our hostage happened to die by explosive bolt to the head.
I
Right
can't fix
now?
that. Can't fix that.
Explosive
fix
bolt
that.
to the torso.
Can't fix that. No body parts gone. I can't fix body parts.
Okay. Normal bolt to the torso.
I can fix that.
Okay, so there's a normal bolt loaded.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
fix no head. No head I cannot fix, guys.
For the gun blade, where
So-
exactly is the barrel in relation to the blade?
You will have
Oh.
pretty much a weapon
Right
with
here.
Ignore that roll, Chris.
cylinder,
That roll didn't happen.
the barrel, and then the blade.
Okay. Good to know.
So
That
it's
nat
about
one
it
didn't
runs about a
happen.
third.
Yeah. I'll look
Actually, no.
I'll-
Yeah,
Here.
that nat one did happen. It hits. I'm assuming it just hits the ground near him.
Explodes.
But no, Chris, I'll lean into him with the arrow. Does he move at all with the arrow being shot near him?
He does not.
I'll kind of lean in. Just kind of be like, what advantage do you gain from not telling us what we're supposedly stole? Does it harm us in any real way? We know who you are. We know who hired. We are strong enough to kill the people who hired us. Well, I'm sorry, hired you. Does it do you any good to not tell us? I don't see any. It just makes us annoyed and makes the last bit of your life painful.
The final act of service. And the final way to ensure my loyalty.
Or I could just take you to an empire that doesn't like you and have them break your mental ability and make you tell them everything you know. I could also forge a letter and send it to them saying that you told us everything and ruin your name and ruin this service you have towards your criminal organization.
Your plan changes.
It doesn't matter
How
to me.
about we form something concrete, and then we can
I
plan.
smash him in the head with my war pick.
Okay.
Right across the head.
Okay. Roll. Okay.
You roll damage, roll to hit.
I mean, he didn't have much HP because of how you knocked him out.
Spirit. I put him actually to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that brings him
he
unconscious.
Didn't
So.
have
I-
too much health anyway.
I was thinking with the gun blade, I just aim at the navel and start slowly putting it in, and then
Yeah.
bam.
Well, he's out
I
now.
thought
Yeah.
Whack!
See, I thought
Right
you
across the
put it
head with a war
down.
pick. And then, would he then become visible, or?
Yes, he does become visible
Okay.
at that moment.
And I just put my hand on him, spare the dying.
Okay.
He's lucky. I'm just gonna cast Create Bonfire on him.
Let's
Again and
see,
again
spare
and
the
again and
dying.
again and again and again and again.
The creature has
you can
become
cast as much as you
stable,
want.
so he has no health and won't wake up because he has no health. Correct, Chris? Unless he sleeps.
In hours, he will. Yeah.
Okay, in hours he
Mhm.
will.
Basically, the time of a long rest, he will
Let's go.
rebound to 1 HP.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, there is our mysterious perpetrator.
So are we gonna keep this one?
Well, I mean,
We have to.
tomorrow I could prepare a
Doesn't
spell
seem
to
very
speak with his
talkative.
head. No. But I have some other things I'd wish to do with him.
I
So the
can try
question
Tone of
is-
Truth again.
True, but he just doesn't have to speak. We were on our way to Feldoin to help Snyder with his thing, as well as then eventually Zadash, I believe. Correct, Snyder?
Oh,
Run back to the dash. as well.
Saren.
Yes. What's
Wait, where's Marion right now? He left us,
He-
eh?
Is that the
up?
key?
Marion is at the
He
keep.
left us. He
Would
left us.
would
He didn't join you.
You didn't join us.
would
No.
Marion have any ability to coax information out of people?
Very possible. He could as well also know people who have the ability to do that.
I mean,
Oh, we have the
I'm
rats.
sure we've kind of been contracted by the Dominion Liberation Army. Is that what they're called?
I
I'm
believe
sorry,
they
Chris.
are.
I can't remember the names, Chris.
No, it's fine. It's Julius Liberation Front.
Yeah,
Okay.
Julius Liberation Front.
Would they be interested in
The JLF?
acquiring him?
More than likely. I mean, unfortunately, from what we understand, he's not from this continent, and neither is the group that he's from. But, I mean, I take a look at the note again.
He is working for Volstruckers, so
Yes, they were. So more than likely, they'd be happy to have him. But I would like to just see if we can get any more information from him. Chris, we're only a day away from the keep, huh?
Yeah.
And we're only a day away from Felderwin, huh?
Yep.
Yep.
can I head back to the keep?
Well, I
Try
mean, we
again?
don't have a cart anymore, or horses.
No, we don't. I like that cart. It's
Yeah.
comfortable.
So did I.
And the only horse we have right now is the one that's back at the keep.
Nathan.
What?
Anavir, got any ideas?
That.
So,
Straight.
Peter.
So I was thinking,
Yeah.
considering now we don't have a freaking cart,
No,
we're gonna need to think of something.
we have a folding
Uh,
boat.
Yeah, and we're right by a water, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, near a river.
I think. Are we?
Oh, we're near a river.
Let me pull up the map. Kind of. I mean, we could put the folding boat in.
Could.
Make it a little bit easier.
We wouldn't make it. We wouldn't go far. Like if we wanted to go our destination, but looks of it. Or at
I
least
don't
for
know.
Filder win. So
Yielder wind.
to win. I'd say we just go to Finderwin and kind of see if we can get
Regroup there.
regroup there, kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm
If that
guessing we're
doesn't sound like
being
a good
watched,
idea,
guys.
we could try to find. God, how many days do we have until the blood moon thing going on that we have to head back to? Was it like a month or 2 months or
It's like
something?
a month.
Yeah.
It's like a month and a half.
Yeah. We still have to go to
Wait,
that.
where's the blood moon taking place again?
It's in
Okay.
Jorhas.
Vangas told. Yeah.
That
The blood moon is 51 days away.
So almost 2 months.
It's in Jorhas.
Mhm.
Right, yeah.
And we have no
Oh,
card.
okay, Jorhas, okay. I was
Yeah,
I was
I'm-
thinking that if we could find a
I'm
cart,
using my map.
we could find a cart and then like
Oh, you know
modify
what?
it.
There's probably
kinda
people in
done with
Jorhas
cards.
that'd be very happy to get this son of a bitch.
Probably. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Might actually
kinda
help us
done
getting
with
into
that.
Jorhas.
I don't particularly know people from Jorhas.
We do
all
have
that
an inn
much.
with
We do.
House Fang.
I have it. No. With we have an inn with Knight Vasil of Denzolad.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's what I was thinking of. Thank you.
Yes. So I believe that no matter what, this man is at least worth more to us alive right now, currently, than he is dead. Chris, with him completely knocked out and there's no chance of him waking up, I will go over him head to toe, teeth and all, to make sure he has no kind of like spells that I can see or like
Cyanide
any,
capsule.
yeah, any kind of things that I've heard stories as a kid that it's like, oh, they have a thing that they can bite on and they'll just die.
Yeah,
and they'll
roll
never-
a roll investigation check. You haven't really heard stories of the class before,
Yeah.
being out of your
Any
realm,
of
but
us?
Oh,
Yeah,
as I'm beginning to search, I'll ask if anyone wishes to join me in helping look.
I'll
to make
help.
sure.
Harbinger was the one that recognized him as a member of the class.
Yeah, I
That's
would
it,
have told
you
you
know.
guys. Don't worry about
I'll
it.
just
so
keep
then-
guard, I
Yeah,
guess.
so
We are
Harbinger,
in our domes,
Snyder,
but-
did you wish to help me search to make sure he can't off himself.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll give you advantage in guidance.
What do I roll?
2d20s for investigation. You roll
Alright.
to investigation at
try
advantage.
investigation.
Add a d4.
All right. Why is it going so slowly?
The smaller
Reminds me
your
how
browser,
overpowered guidance can be
Yeah.
sometimes.
Do
The
that.
smaller your browser, the
It's
faster
like
it goes.
it's like slower than normal. It seemed like that was 11, and then
You know you can just right click it, right? And
no,
advantage.
I didn't. Thank you for telling me though. As 11.
11 plus a d4.
All right. So it's gonna be. Can I right click this one too? No. That's gonna be a 1, so 12.
no, you don't. You kind of like do a cursory glance at his teeth for looking at any spells. You don't really see anything. The only thing that kind of caused a momentary concern is that there is a portion of his back that appears to be branded with the symbol of the clasp.
All right.
But besides that,
Should we take a note of this brand?
Maybe.
A sketch of it,
With
maybe.
my see invisibility, did I see anything on him, Chris, while looking over it? Okay.
I feel like we took everything off of him already. Or these.
Then I will tie him up even tighter.
Ooh.
Basically, make him a human log
hmm
with arms tied, hands tied, individual, and the rope goes through his fingers.
Oh, we
Sweet.
should gag him as well.
Yeah.
Saren, are
Yeah.
you sure you're a cleric?
Yeah. As I'm going through the fingers. Why?
Not what a normal clergyman does, but
I'm not a clergyman. I'm a cleric.
cleric.
Depends on the clergy.
No. There's a big decision. Saren proceeds to, right before bed, give you a 10-minute lecture on the difference between a clergyman and a cleric, and how we're not really the same. And a clergyman is much more a man of the cloth than an actual practitioner of the religious beliefs.
Editor listens into this and writes this down.
Well, a cleric is much more of a man who, due
Here
to
it
my time with it goes in. He
It's
goes
the
in.
the TED Talk on the history of clerics.
TED
Oh,
Talk.
no. TED Talks give less information than I am. I am going down into the history.
God.
I am
It's,
going down into the history.
it's very
It's a
clinical.
sensitive- it's a
Harbinger goes back
sensitive
into his
topic for
dome.
Saren.
That's like
Yeah.
no.
Boom.
So that is the symbol. The symbol both on the card and a symbol branded onto his back.
Okay.
You posted in D&D? Is that where you
Oh
posted
no,
it,
it's on the
or-
Oh,
map.
no, he
It's
posted on the
literally
map.
covering the map.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me
It's
zoom
a
out.
4
But yeah.
with a
Okay,
C.
Chris. And then eventually, I'm assuming we follow.
Yeah.
Me and
That's nice.
Roald will take first watch as I proceed to tell him for the next 2 hours about
For the sake
the
of
difference between cleric and clergy.
yeah, for the sake of brevity,
Link!
for the sake
It's
of
them.
brevity, and to
Jesus Christ,
flash
dog,
forward,
it's the
get as
same
much done
people.
as we can in this time limit. We're gonna go with the assumption you guys aren't double attacked on the same night. Wake up
That would
well
be
and
nice,
refreshed.
Chris.
Wake up well and refreshed
Cart Destroyer Chris.
for this
Real
day.
cards.
You guys start walking
Yeah.
down the road. Roll initiative.
God, double
Fuck!
carts, guys. It's gonna be.
I
be
will.
honest.
I give everyone a good berry.
Welcome to Goodberry, home of the Goodberry.
And that you guys feel full and happy with your good berry.
Yes.
I'm so
Good. This
happy.
creature's
Very-
out of the dome. Thank you.
It is good. Very.
And I
Very
will
good.
kind of lean over the tied up log. Is he awake? Are his eyes open basically?
Yeah, it's just a very
Unhappy.
groggy, unhappy individual.
I just kind of look at him, smiling a little bit. Good morning. I hope
Make
you
sure
slept
those ropes
well.
are tight, Saren.
Oh,
Did
and I.
sleep well.
Painfully tight.
Oh, no, he's definitely gagged.
Okay.
Bet he is.
The town's
yes,
cool.
yes.
I'm just like,
So-
oh yeah.
I mean, you know what, gentlemen? I could store him in my haversack.
You could.
Yeah.
Just open it up to get air.
I'll proceed to
Banana.
open my haversack and just kind of see his feet completely tied, unable to move at all. I'll
Mhm.
go like, do you know what happens if a human being gets put into a haversack?
Do tell us. I feel like you would tell us anyway, but tell us.
Well, I'll proceed to like fit his legs in, and I'll literally get him up to his head, and I'll just kind of like hold it
Mhm.
there, and
It's a
then
very
I'll put,
weird look.
yeah, it's just a head, and I'll just kind of like, I'll literally take the rope, tie the rope that's like right around here, not on his neck, but I'll tie it there and tie it to the outside of the bag so he can't slip in, and I'll
Joke's
just
on
hold him
you.
there.
Joke's on you, Saren. It's his kink.
But I will I'll hold the bag there and I'll just kind of look at him and be like, well, I hope the rest of your body doesn't need air.
Like-
Well, we're gonna proceed with our journey. And I proceed to take 2 bits of shit, like just random like stuff, and stick it in his ears so he can't hear us. And then I pat him on the forehead and proceed to look at
Cast
everyone.
blindness
Okay,
and deafness.
actually, do I have that spell ready?
Uh,
It only lasts for like a minute, huh?
Yeah, probably.
All right, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Where do we plan to head? Do we wish to head to Felderwin, or would we rather go back to the keep, drop him off there, and continue on our way?
Actually, that's not a bad idea to drop him off so we don't have to deal with him.
yeah, it's one
Explain
less
why we
question
have
that
it.
has to be asked.
Explain why we have a head in the outside of a bag.
Oh, he's a
Yeah,
puppet.
we don't want to
He's a
explain
puppet.
that in the Felderwin, so.
No.
Okay. I will
Um,
put the straps over the guy's head so that
would
it
like to
basically
see how.
covers.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause he gives us an
He's
opportunity.
literally
to-
a person, Chris. Is this how you thought I'd use my haversack? As a
I have to
storage...
prepare for many things when you guys take captives.
I was not prepped for this one.
And I
Mentally.
will...
Oh, s-
See, Chris, the
No.
problem is you have 6 psychopaths doing a
Five.
doing
Five.
a D&D.
I'm
five.
actually
Hey,
somewhat
hey.
normal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Just counting.
So then, if everyone's in agreement, we'll head to the
Head
keep.
to the keep.
Yeah, sounds good.
Throw
Head
him
back
in
to the
the-
keep.
Throw him in the oubliette.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And the bag is literally just covered, so like he can't see or hear because
Yeah.
his ears are stuffed with.
And
Shit.
we know what direction we're going.
No, he has nothing. I'll like spin the bag around 3 times.
One.
One of
With
those
a
like
fucking bat.
sign rotates things with the bag.
And then head to the keep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
the journey, but one that you've already made before. You arrive back home at Akheim Mordalis. Kind of cross the bridges and into the front parlor, or the front chambers. After going through the gatehouse and everything, you hear some steps down, and the figure, the black robed figure, Amarian, kind of glances down. You are much earlier.
Yes, we had
We
an
found a bump
incident.
in the road.
I see.
Yeah.
We
yeah,
do
that's
have
how we're gonna call it, a bump in the road.
yes.
I had tea set for this afternoon. You come upstairs.
You're perfectly fine. In general, we wish to drop someone off with you. We believe you'd probably know better people to send him to get the best use out of him. He's a member of the Snyder. What group did you say?
Clasp.
Member of the class.
Class
Uh,
from Teledore.
Yeah, Taldori.
From Talladega.
You're
It has.
Ricky Bobby.
Clasp.
It has just been many years since I've heard of the clasp. So
yes. They were working with what's his name from the
Bullstruckers.
Gold
Our
Struckers.
friend the
Aylin
Bullstrucker.
Myers.
Balin
Hey,
Myers
fucking Myers.
blew up a cart of ours, attacked us. We killed one of his cohorts, with a member of the clasp. We have another one. He again got away. We really need to find a way to beat his he has this spell that when he gets close to death, he teleports away. We haven't been able to figure out a way to
Alright.
stop it.
Bring
Contingency.
away. Counter
Yeah.
spell.
It's quite annoying.
You're a bird. We haven't said that word yet.
You don't know what I've heard.
You don't know what I've heard.
Counterspell.
You don't know what I've heard. You know where I've been.
So
Like-
You know me for what? 2 weeks?
Mordecai under
so
the
I will,
hood.
yeah, I will put my bag down. He should be alive in here still. And I'll open my bag in the head of him blindfolded there. And I'll literally just pull him out of the bag. Alrighty then. He's blinded, gagged, put stuff in his ears so he can't hear. He is alive. He got a good night's sleep. That ding in his skull is from my war pick, but he is alive. Yes. Well, he's a member of the Clasp.
Yes.
So yeah.
You
I'll
could just take care of that. We would very much appreciate
I
it.
feel like you'd know more people who would love a member of the Clasp at their disposal. And whether we can get money for it or information, I feel.
if
could be worth it.
anyone, well, the Empire seems to have some league line to them, more Cerberus Assembly and more just the Volstructors than the Cerberus Assembly and that. So, too risky to try with the Empire. Too useless to try with the Kryn. The Myriad would have use, I believe.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of them, but if they can give us materials, money, or
Anything.
information, it'd be worth it.
I mean,
They'd
it's
have
gotta
a
be worth
great-
at least a few gold.
They'd have a great time with him, I believe. Maybe it can help to correct the relationship that they injured.
I believe that one of these cells in the Undercroft
Mhm.
is in a functioning order.
Okay. I mean, in general, he's not going anywhere right now, anyways. Would you like us to? I believe you can definitely have the ability to watch him.
Gonna need to hire guards, isn't he?
I have hired guards, but you've been gone for a day, so
True.
they have
Understandable.
yet to arrive.
Well, is there?
You have not
Damn.
used Amazonius Primus?
Guards are us. Hi, welcome to Guards Are Us. Would
It's
you
no,
like
no,
big guards,
Na-
small guards?
Nathan,
sneaky
henchmen
guards?
are us.
Oh, you're right. Henchmen are us. Hi, welcome.
Henchmen are us is much better than guards are us. They have a return policy.
Would you like a little goblin or
Ooh.
would you like a little dwarf?
Anyways,
Yeah. Yeah. But
They always have the best selection too.
always. But I believe he's not a spellcaster, to my knowledge. I believe he is just sneaky. I saw them have a vial, which I believe was for a potion of invisibility. So that's worn off.
We've searched them. We haven't found anything on them. So
It is more common of Ankarelans, especially Teodore, to be using of plentiful magical items and of the such. So it fits the MO.
Okay. So then more than likely he's not a spellcaster. Alrighty. Well, I brought him in. I'll take him down to the cell and lock him up and just kind of leave him there.
I have prepared the map, however, with some of
Wonderful.
your destinations and the like. So when
perfect.
you are all done and you have all taken any amount of rest you need, if you just meet me in the war room, you can just.
Sounds good. I'll go carry him down. I'll put him back in the sack because it's lighter.
Yeah, I'll
and
follow.
carry him-
I'll follow just in case.
Carry him
Just in
in. Put him.
case.
I'll literally lie him on the ground. I'll
Oh,
take
there's
the
an
rope
option I have to
and I'll.
win.
No. Oh no. I'll lie him on the ground. I'll then tie a piece of rope to the rope, tie it to the cell wall, and then tie it to another cell wall. So he's literally like bound, gagged, deaf and blind, tied from head to toe with rope, and then tied to the ground, and then tied to the wall. So he literally just can't move. And I feel like,
I'm willing to give up a pitten for this.
oh, perfect. I'll stake down a pitten. I'll take my rope out of my inventory.
I meet this
I'll
guy.
say
at
you
open
guys
air.
do you do what you need to do.
Yeah. So yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Okay.
And then I'll head up to the
We're
war
the
room.
good guys.
Good.
Right.
Or the neutral guys.
We're the
Fuck
chaotic guys.
Hey, my god's chaotic good.
I'm just gonna look at you guys like, what the fuck?
You,
I just mouthed to Marius.
So, hey, he touched Heartseeker without Wolfgang's permission.
Eventually, you guys
I miss my cart.
eventually you guys enter the war room again. The table's still kind of laid out in this semi-supported area, the broken out window here. But there's like a map laid out with a few pins and marks all along the side of it. Marian kind of beckons you over. Is everything taken care of with?
Oh, he couldn't move if he wanted to.
Okay.
Keep an eye on him just in case, though. Make sure he doesn't die.
I put some water in his cloth that he's gagged on.
I intend on taking care of him to the point of whatever conclusion we arrive
That's
at.
good. Sounds wonderful.
I
That's how
just, out of character, I just wonder what Marion's thinking of us. Like,
Mary's probably
I
like,
really want to be working
"Oh."
with these guys.
Mary's
Like,
probably like, I'm so glad they don't hate me.
never piss these people off.
Yeah.
Ever.
He twists the map back over to show you all a little bit of it.
Oh, there's things in there too.
Ooh,
Things on this one.
Oh.
hold on.
I have taken the liberty of
I'm
at least
learning this. There we go.
taken the liberty of at least marking down some of what is important with symbology. If you note, Rockguard and Ashguard are currently both under the dynasty's control. I'll be trying to keep up to date with this as much as I can.
Thank you.
For your own safety, it would be best to avoid the front line.
I agree.
It would be
Yeah.
good.
Looking at the map, we need a banner.
Fuck yeah, we do.
In what voice do you say that? Or do you just say it
In
into
Roald's voice,
Fuck
thinking
yeah, we
out
do.
loud, we
You
need
hear
a banner.
Roald here and then Roald here.
Just too royal. Like
Oh.
Kronk with the guy on the shoulders.
Yeah.
Right.
I will.
Right.
I'll direct you to a few of these. I hope you do not mind, but in the course of the travels and whatnot, I have overheard a few things. I have taken the liberty to mark a few of those on the map, should you have not taken care of them already. First, I will address Neofelduin. I believe you had a deed to do there,
Yes.
marked pointing towards the river there.
Yeah.
You have business with this red marker, with what I believe is Vanguard Hold location along Blightshore.
Yes, wonderful.
And these three purple markers are new. These are things from the Liberation, the Dulos Liberation Front.
Ah,
Very good.
This
man.
is
Very
nice.
good.
this is awesome.
This makes
Yes.
things a lot
Great.
fucking easier to track.
I had that was the goal to make this much easier for you.
You did all
So-
this in a day.
Well, it is just markers on a map. Now I'll quickly go over a few things here, if you do not mind.
Please.
Over in Rexingthrum, there is a group known as the Locksmith. They do not agree with the Dwendalian Empire, and at the moment their goals are aligned with that of the Liberation Front. They want to
Right.
overturn the Empire, and we want to get the Empire out of the former Dominion's lands. So having an ally within the capital is important. However, we have reason to believe that the Empire is closing in them.
I'm sensitive.
Yes. So, whenever you have the chance next you're in Rexingthrum, it would be ideal if by any means necessary you can contact the locksmiths and forge an alliance then and there.
How would we go about doing that?
That's the question.
Unfortunately, we have no way of contacting them.
Okay.
You would have to ply the trade, find the locksmiths.
Yes.
That could prove really risky.
It could prove
You ask the
difficult
wrong
depending
person,
on.
you're ending up in a imperial jail. But
I will.
Mm,
Like a,
I can do some research on it later. But so
okay.
long, yes, it would be difficult with the Ogden Thrust and the Cerberus Assembly.
Okay.
There's a few more here. Here,
Yes.
closest to us, you'll note I have one marked on Talonstad.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Talonstad is a very interesting circumstance. I don't know how familiar you are with Dragonborns and
I've
the
had some experience.
yeah, we
yeah.
a little bit.
I've seen all
Well,
of 2.
you see, Talonstad is made up of those from Draconia that came to the Empire seeking new settlement. Unfortunately, not is such the way for them. In Talonstad, they work under the heel of the Cerberus Assembly, and in turn, the Cerberus Assembly provides them with the means to continue doing their work. The shanty towns there are deplorable, and there is a blind eye the Empire turns there. Convenient for us, though. We
Yes.
can turn their negligence into our opportunity.
Makes sense.
Yes, that sounds quite good. And if anything, I look around, I look outside the broken window. There may be a few who wish to help us here.
Perhaps.
Offer them a
Yes,
better life. Yeah.
Yeah,
ideally.
that is a close marker. That might be something we wish to do rather soon before we head on our trip. What about this final marker?
Yes, it's hard to ignore the one of Roshona.
Yes.
Well, quite simply put, the Empire is in dire straits. The borders are rapidly shrinking. Uh, the soldiers have no pay. Um, it would not be in our favor if before our movement is done, Zadash is burnt to the ground. It would not be in our
Yeah.
favor if there is no Morrow Valley for which the Dominion could call home. So thus I would ask of you a much greater task, one that you should only take if you are truly dedicated to the cause of petitioning Rashona for aid, or at least for their neutrality and uh,
Yes.
the endeavor of us.
Try and basically tell them, hey, not all of us are evil. Some of us are even trying to get rid of the Empire ourselves.
At the
Would you
very
work with
least,
us or
they
something?
would. It should perk their ears to hear an inside faction with some
Yes,
connections to turn it down.
We do
At the
have a
same time,
contact in
we do. We have it
Jorhas.
in
I recall,
Roshuna.
you had mentioned them before.
The
Denzolid, I
name
believe.
So
Denzolad.
that
It is Knight Vasil from Denzolad, as well as all we know of her is her first name Lucy of
hmm,
Denzolad, I believe. If you come into contact with any Kryn, you could always throw that name around and see if. I mean, I know you, especially with your contacts we don't even know about, may know some. You could always talk with them and see if any of your contacts can get in contact with them.
it
Maybe we
would
could
be
have a meeting.
a difficult push.
Yes.
Um,
It's not something I'd say, as you stated with this, it's not something that is going to be done anytime soon. So if you can put your feelers out, we might get in contact with them and be able to at least have an audience with someone to tell them we are a faction that wishes to technically help in their endeavor of
Yeah.
stopping the empire in its wrongdoings and create a more healthy version of it ourselves, which could work better for them as well. And we have a good peak for them to come in.
I was thinking
It's a,
about that idea for an airship
yes,
port.
Because we need a new way of transportation now.
airship isn't something that we could do right now, but
I
we'll
No,
just
have
have to
but
walk.
it is an idea
Well, we ain't going by foot going to these
I
places.
for
have
a shorefront for them.
well, first beware that you have already paid for the dock to be constructed.
Yes.
So I have done a little bit of research on the topic. Of course, it is cheap for simpleness of our elevation. Means we do not have to make the elevators and staircases necessary. That said, however, it would allow for trade with the rest of Taldore, as well as transportation. If your hearts deem you to head to Vasselheim, my home place, the Van Karel, or further, it would be well within your grasp, as well as a network of trade for materials cheaper. As such, with any tax, or sorry, any of these things, we would collect a tax, not just upkeep, but as well as for your own coffers.
Wonderful.
Not an amazing amount. I've giving our location and the like, we are no metropolitan hub, but we would be, excuse me, the only one in Central Wildmount. About 50 gold a week in the
That's
tax.
something. That would help
It's
to
a
pay for
start.
things.
Yeah.
And it covers the cost of maintaining the air dock. But we'll get to that. The big thing, however, is by inviting civilians and citizens into the surroundings of your keep, we invite trouble.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
I have
Yeah.
put out guards, or I've called in some favors, brought some people to be guard, but that is only to keep the keep secure. You would have to go about finding some new guards for the dock and the like to
Yeah.
I wonder
otherwise
if our blood hunter allies
They might
would be
actually
interested in
having this as a stop. That is something we could talk with them about.
having this as an
Roald.
outpost.
Roald, what do you think? Do you think they'd be
I could-
interested?
I could speak to. Find the name again.
each keep has its own leader. They make up the 4 leaders of the Claret orders.
Maybe not so much of a keep.
Oh yeah, you didn't give me
Roel,
you didn't give me the leader for Von Gosts yet.
Yeah, I'll give you that one a little bit later.
Yeah.
But
Do we think though, Roald, they might be interested in having this as kind of like a middle point that they could stop by?
a way station of sorts.
Somewhat, yes.
It definitely wouldn't hurt.
I mean, having in general, I have no issues with them. So working with
That
them
one
would give
thing,
us
out of
our
character.
own.
Out of character, except for that one
can
dragonborn
hear
with
you.
no arms that you like tried to shake his hand.
Hey, out of character. Fuck that dude. He was a piece of shit to me for no fucking reason.
Orkin, yeah.
But
Awkward. Yeah, no,
But-
but back to this.
Hey.
Yeah, they could use it as a. It's easier. I
A
would
middle
assume
point.
As
it's
a way
probably easier for
station.
them to stop here and then go to
yes,
Chris.
this
What's the name
would-
of the keep that we were at again?
Well,
That was.
we also have a teleportation circle.
Yes.
So if they need, and we are in the Ashkeeper Peaks, there are many caves and mountains, and more than likely monsters to hunt in this area. This would probably be a good spot for them to maybe set up an outpost. And if we have blood hunters in the area, well, people are less likely to cause issues for us.
For
I'll,
that, the castle we were at before was Van Brant.
Castle Von Braun, yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Von Braun and Von
Be an
Gast.
idea.
Gold, and then it's
We can
2
bring it
more.
up once we get to the
Yes, it's something to bring up
other blood moon.
and check into.
Please
We
do.
could have our own Blood Moon area.
We have how
Maybe
many
not.
days, Roald?
We
53.
53 days. And we have, and it's 27 days to get there.
51? 51.
No, it's like 24 and giving like a little bit of leeway. It's like 27, right, Chris?
yeah.
On foot or on
Yeah.
car?
How many days has it
Same
been
thing.
since we left the dash?
It's been
2 weeks. 2 weeks total
yeah.
since you order, I think.
yeah, I think 2 weeks.
Yeah. It takes a week to get there.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
You have
You've
to go
got a
back to
whole. You have
Zadash?
2 more weeks. I'm not going back
Harbinger?
to Zadash, that's for sure.
So I ordered at the same time as Wolfgang did.
Yeah.
And it's a month. For
and that
you.
was a week, and that was a week. So it was down
It's
to
been
3
2
weeks.
weeks.
Yeah,
And now
he's
yeah,
right.
you have 2
2
weeks.
weeks. One
It's
Yeah.
gonna
And
take a
six-
week to
That's a
get
week
back, so
travel.
you should be heading back.
Yeah.
It's
But we
I
uh,
don't
wish-
mind going. I don't mind going with Schneider back to the Zadat. Yeah. That is a
Zadash.
hard word to say for some reason.
Zadash.
Dead
Zadash.
dash.
Radish? It's like
Zadash.
radish with a Z.
I'll
Because I think between the two of us, we probably have the best rapport with our shopkeeper
I
friend.
guess.
Paid money, and we're like didn't give him stuff that like
All right. Well,
happened.
thank you, thank you, Marion.
if any developments happen, I will send you in the morning and update your map as according.
Sounds
Okay.
good. Yeah. Snyder, you needed to do something in Felderwin. Was that a time-sensitive thing or no?
Not particularly, but it'd be nice to do on the way.
It is on the way.
I mean, I don't know of any knowledge for the Felderwin task. we
Actually,
have.
he was there with me, so he would know.
No, I mean, like, I don't know how to help you in that task. I'm not quite sure what.
I'm not sure if we're even fully prepared for it, to be honest.
Neither am I. I'd say honestly, let's go to Talonstead for maybe 2 or 3 days. Then we can head to Zadash. I really don't wish to go back there, but
We robbed the bank while we're there.
Knock over a convenience store.
It
I'd
wasn't
rather.
Was it a bank?
There was a bank that was
It's a magic shop.
There was.
A magic
Yeah.
shop.
It's a
It's
magic shop that
but,
the
like-
owner, and then I look to Roald's belt. It's the one who created that.
The cover of the
We're-
belt.
And we're the ones who killed the ones who were delivering that.
Returning it to him.
Yeah. So I believe we can all assume the stolen goods are the stolen goods we took
That's
from
crazy
Yeah.
the
talk.
cart.
So
Well, we kind of run around,
So I don't know how
Without a
much we
mask.
want to. I don't know how much we want to be there or interact with him. It is the foremost magic shop in the area, but I really would rather not be there as much as possible so that we don't have any. He seemed like a very powerful user, and I'd rather not get into a fight with him. To take a call with.
So let me take my long rest. At least it's simple. I never took the long rest. Right.
technically have 2 long rests, but
I'll take 2 then.
yeah, we can head back to Zadash
Yeah, we were the nicer ones.
and
Oh,
keep a low profile. Get Schneider's weapon,
Not a, well, it's a
Or
weapon, kind of, but
his item. On our way down, we can stop at Talon.
Talonstead?
Bad.
holy shit. You do have the boat.
We do have the boat. We can put the boat. We can launch in Talonstad and make our way via boat to Zadash, which might be a bit easier than walking, because we don't have a cart. Sorry to keep bringing it up, Saren, but we don't have a cart.
We could actually get a small cart in Felderwin and use the horse that we still have that I left here at the keep for you guys
Yeah,
as
that
well.
might work.
So it sounds like we're going to Zadash, and then afterwards we're.
Just another thing to destroy.
Talonstead?
I'd say Talonstead might be our first stop. Snyder
Let's
still has about 2 weeks on his
No, I
Rosano to
don't.
be done. Okay,
It's like
then
a
how many
week.
days do you have? It's like a
It's
week?
literally,
It's a week.
yeah.
It's a week to get there.
No, but how long until your item's done?
A week.
A week.
I thought it was like 2 weeks away.
No.
No, you missed a week.
No,
It
it
was a
took us a
week.
week to get here, and then we've been here for 2 weeks, and then that's 3.
Oh.
Hmm.
Then yeah, I'd say
And there was
let's
a
head
week
to
in Zadash.
then let's head to Zadash, pick up your item, get the fuck out of town, and then we can head to Talonstead.
Yeah.
And then after Talonstead, we're going to Yorhas.
After Talonstead, we will probably have. So how many days left do we have, Chris?
You got 51.
51 days. Takes 27 days to get to Talonstead.
So it's 7 days
20
to Zadash.
yeah,
Just
20
Yorhas.
7 days back. That's 14.
Yeah,
From
so
Then we're
Talonstead,
cutting
it's
it after that.
27.
yeah, it's
Uh,
27. So yeah, I don't know if we
So
can go to Talonstead.
Yeah, we would
That's
have to go
37.
straight.
40. No, we're 41 days.
So that's 9
That gives
plus
us 10 days leeway.
it's 2 days to Talonstead. Spend a couple days in Talonstead to see if we can maybe get some allies there, and
We
then head off.
10 days to work with.
But yeah,
God
Chris,
forbid, even more delay.
is there a faster? Can we go like straight to Zadash from where we are and just go over the river?
Yeah, basically.
Would that be faster than going to
It is.
Felderwin? Okay, by how
It's
much?
faster to hit river. It's faster by 2 days.
Oh, shit,
Perfect.
wonderful.
Well,
We'll
let's
do that.
then.
Get there. And just be very, very careful with
Let's be back.
with how we show ourselves.
We've kind of just been willy-nilly walking through the empire, but we really shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
When you got a bounty in Whiterun, but the guards don't bother.
Wait.
Exactly.
I know you.
But yeah. Alrighty then. I'm gonna head off to bed. We'll meet in the morning. Sound good?
Okay. So
Yup.
we rest here and then head down to Zadash.
The
Right?
fast way on the boat.
Yes.
Chris, I am
Or
going
is it the
to-
morning, Chris?
What?
Is it already morning?
No, not yet.
About
It's
to
still
be.
night. Yeah. Chris,
I can't hear you.
Cass, sending
About to be.
to Torin.
Okay.
Write that down. Write that down.
There we go.
Ending to Torin for the first time ever.
I had my audio muted. I didn't hear any of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I'm sending a message to Torin.
All intents and purposes, you guys are pretty much Torn
Neck
Crew.
and
You
neck,
guys are right where you ended. Yeah, you are
Okay.
side by side.
Okay.
They're in
So my
Allfield,
message
aren't
to
they?
him
Yeah,
is
like
No.
they are
No.
right fucking
they're
there.
the Ashkeeper's
No.
Peaks.
Oh.
Oh, we're not
At
Allfield
a-
is Allfield is a dream that will head.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're in Ashkeeper Peaks, right?
Okay. So
Correct. They are quite literally at the ruins of Draconia.
No.
They're so fucking close.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. I will send a message to Torin and I'll say, hope you're doing well. We've gained a keep in the Ashkeeper Peaks.
It's a mouthful.
Yes.
As they
Hope
see
you
your
are
this
doing
message.
well. I already said hope you're doing well. We're going to be traveling to Zadash and back. Should take less than 2 weeks.
You
If you
using
wish to
multiple spell slots for this?
Oh yeah, I'm using. About to go to sleep. I'm using 3 to 75 words.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
so we can have
fuck
a
you! I was
conversation.
writing all this shit down.
I saw Will
but my
writing something.
first-
I'm like, I should
my-
probably ask.
Yeah, my first spell basically ends with, "Where are you?"
All right,
Yeah,
and your
it's like-
first reply. We're at the ruins of Draconia. A little weird. there is a coffin or sarcophagus here with my name and another with someone I don't remember from blank. Basically, I tell you what we found
Yeah.
in
That is
Draconia and the
that
fact
is
that we
weird.
kind of escaped.
That is weird.
Okay.
So wait, you guys you tell me that you basically escaped from the guy.
This guy, the Cambion.
Oh, the evil guy?
Oban. Yeah, they
Oh
escaped.
shit. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't want to listen in.
Yeah, basically, Oban's like, I'll be back in the morning.
And you just
See you
ran?
guys in the
Said
morning, and we're
dip.
like,
You both dipped?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
What?
it's
Oh,
okay.
shit.
It's okay. It's okay, Sarah. It's okay. He left a note. Reinhardt left a
He left
note.
his car insurance.
That's sad.
We are heading the opposite direction.
We're not who you think we are.
We aren't
Fuck
the
off and don't
champions.
follow us.
No. It was we are not the champions that you think we are. I hope that someday you too can find the light.
Oh, man.
To Oban.
First Torin fucking breaks a deal with his god to now kind of rescind on that and kind of see if he can join back maybe. And Will fucking changes his whole connection to life and everything. Damn.
I
Woo!
haven't gotten there yet. Still have the sword. Still
We're
hold
still in the
out.
runaway. We're still in the runaway stage.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
I'd offer
basically.
you guys an Oreo, but
In that
She's a
first
little
message, I basically
orange.
sum up what happened with Oban and that
Damn.
night. I guess for your second sending, I tell you what we found in Draconia.
Yeah, my second sending would be this. How far away are you from Talonstad if you could cross through the mountains?
Here's a question: does everyone
Um,
have a map, or do we have a joined map?
I mean, I have a giant map, so
it's
I'm
like
trying to think. Did
we
Torin
all
have a
have
map?
tablets, and there's
I thought
Wild Mount
Torin had a
Maps
giant
app.
map.
I thought
On our
Torin had a
tablets?
giant map.
Did I?
No,
Oh yeah, I
let me
do.
look.
It's in my other room, back in the Felderwin. No, I'm pretty sure we all have maps, right?
I thought we did.
we had.
I'm not
I know
sure.
we bought one good quality map.
I have the big good quality map and a nice big holder too.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Yeah, so I don't know if you have
Can
one.
we just
I'll
assume
say,
that we probably all bought maps, Chris?
Can we just assume?
For the case, for the sake of simplicity.
For
Yep,
sake
yep,
of
yep, yep,
simplicity.
yep, 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 yep,
I remember making a copy,
yep,
but
yep,
that would have been me with the phone.
Hi guys, back to today.
Google Maps,
Yeah.
Zoroastrianism.
But yeah. I'll just sum it up is I ask you how far you are from Talonstead if you could cut through the Ashkeeper Peaks. I say if you remember Marion, he might be able to meet you on the other side of the mountains if you're trying to get away. I'm the one who's giving and basically it sums up to if you're running away, we can help. And the rule still stands. Reinhardt will only get my help if he doesn't have the sword anymore. But I'm
The
open to helping
location
you.
details of the keep too.
I give him nothing. The rule is I will help Torin. Basically is it sums up to Torin, I'll help you. Reinhardt still has to earn it. But I still ask, how far are you from basically the equal, what basically says the Bloodwalk, which is basically the opposite of Talonstead, because and then yeah.
Chris, how far is
Jesus
380
Christ.
miles in walking?
You walk 24 miles a day.
My chair just broke.
That's
Your chair
over.
just
My chair
That's
just
like
fucking
2
broke.
weeks.
About 2 weeks. Yeah.
What the fuck? My chair just broke.
Ah,
We're about 16 days away.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay.
Holy
So
shit, your
that's-
chair's broke.
That's what he said.
Yeah, so that's basically enough time for us to go to Zadash, come back, and go through the mountains.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the final message.
I'll tell him
oh,
2 weeks, give or take a couple days.
okay.
Most likely give.
Okay. In the second message, do you answer anything on Reinhardt?
I
Or you
think
just not even bring it
I
up?
think he's seeing the light.
Saren would just
He's
kind of
noticing
stop.
he's noticing his mistakes.
Okay. The final message sums up to: if he wishes to cut his connection, I will help again. I'll talk to Marion and find out about how far the runes of Draconia are south. We'll go to Zadash, come back, and see if we can help you.
Okay.
There we go.
And my final response is, while looking at my newly acquired pick,
Mm-hmm.
I may have to commune with my patron, but the sword might not be the only problem.
Mhm.
We'll talk later. We still have
I'll
a whole
use-
2 weeks to talk.
Yeah, I'll burn my scarf to gain a 3rd level slot back. Woo! 4 level 3 slots. Woohoo!
100 words.
Yeah, 100 words. Guys,
Oh!
it's almost as big as a tweet.
God.
I can basically send a tweet. And you can respond with a tweet. Okay. I will find Marion before I go to sleep and ask him how far
He
the
just
runes of
responds with a
Draconia
like.
how far the runes of Draconia are, and if on the big map he can show me about where the entrance into Xhorhas from here leads.
Alright. It's early. Or late.
It's late, definitely late. It's not that late. It's only like an hour after I saw him.
I would say it's quite literally the thinnest point. It would take you closest to the Blood Walk.
Perfect. So from here, we travel all the way from here to the Bloodwalk?
What here?
No,
No, up here.
it's
Up here.
from where your marker is. It's
Uh-huh.
just quite literally. Let me replace it. Quite literally, just like to the just
Oh.
east of it to the other side. You end up in plains.
So we end
Yeah.
up there basically.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Oh.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Mars. I'll see you in the morning. And I just head to bed. And thank him again. So from there. Oh wait, you guys can't cross. You guys would have to cross water then. I mean, you guys could probably just cross in the mountains.
Yeah, and cross that.
360.
It's a trek they've made before.
Exactly.
oh boy.
Yeah.
Although we came from the barbed fields.
But you did
Well, you
still
can-
have to drill down.
You guys
Yeah,
basically went
but-
like this.
But if there's nothing else though, you all take a long rest and wake up once more in your home, Kaimar
Barkeep.
Davis.
First thing, I'll wake up and go check on the prisoner and see if he's still lying down, alive.
Still there. Yeah, still live.
I'll make my good berries. I'll literally open his mouth, stick one in, gag it.
He chokes on a good berry, dies.
And then I just kind of sit there.
You give
until
him
I
not-
see him
Hey.
until I see him swallow.
He does.
Saren,
wanna see
Saren, you give him a
Baywatch.
not so good berry.
Just
An
has the runs
average
for-
berry.
just give him
Isn't
the
it-
runs. Just give him the runs for 6 days.
In the bag. You gotta clean that bag out.
Oh no! He's not in the bag. He's lying down in the jail
Oh.
cell now, staked to the ground. He literally cannot move at all. And then in the morning, I basically give you all a good berry, so you don't need to eat because we don't have food here.
Perfect.
So
Speak for yourself. I have a lot of ration packs.
yeah.
We can fill the storeroom with our
Arian.
extra ration packs.
I
Yeah,
got 10
Ari
ration
kind of
packs.
meets you
I'll give
on
one to
your way
Marion
out.
too.
Oh, thank you. Just
So
kind of
loud.
palms it for a moment.
Yeah.
Click.
Thanks.
Is there anything else before you all head out?
Were there any changes to the map? Oh no.
None
been
yet,
one day.
but
Just wanted
It
to
is-
double check.
that is concerning, though. I would anticipate something soon. So just be careful.
Thank you. Just to let you know, we'll be heading to Zadash and back, and then more than likely try and go through the tunnel, depending on the whereabouts of some compatriots of ours.
Couldn't we just go through this river?
Yes. Oh wait, what?
That river is
Shark infested.
not sure.
Invested.
Is it just
Naga
rapids?
invested.
Is it just
Naga
rapids?
invested.
The thing about this map that doesn't ever show is elevation.
So that river goes up,
Well, that river goes down, but that's
down into the basin.
down
Yeah.
into the
That's
basin.
at sea level, then
Yeah.
I guess.
So I'm assuming the ruins of Draconia are the highest point, and that river goes down and goes in either to the lake or the basin.
It's basically it goes down, and the basin is kind of what's on its own shelf, and then they all go down from there. This is
Yeah.
all like a swampland. The many houses of Iragrath.
Okay, so then the water just seeps out and then comes up through.
Notated by the green tinge.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a little bit different on the other map, but it's the same, essentially.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
D&D
prefer the
Beyond needs to
squares.
work on their
Then
cartography, so we have
This is roll
Yeah.
an
20.
elevation map of.
no,
No,
it's
I'm not.
Matthew
Now.
Mercer. Yo, Matthew, where's our fucking
Yo.
elevation topo? Where's our
Hey,
topo?
remember what
Where's our
happened at the
topo,
Rexingtrim
man?
map? The Rexingtrim map as big as Earth because they had it
Bigger
bigger than Earth. Yeah,
Earth.
they had it
Where's our
scaled set in miles.
yeah? Where's our topo?
Okay.
Where's our scaled gradient topo, man?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Fucking
Yeah.
Looked at the other map, and you can kind of get a better sense of elevation. but
As we go out on our trek, I will kind of have Anavir, Snyder, and Wolfgang not like separated, but I would just kind of like call them all
Branch us out.
and say and give them kind of an update on I spoke with Torin. Apparently him and Reinhardt were caught up in something. They're trying to escape it now. They're about 16 days away.
Wow.
They're coming from the ruins of Draconia. I've told them an estimated area of where they need to get to so that we can meet with them.
We're gonna help them, right?
I've made very clear before, and I'll make clear again now on my stance. I'm perfectly happy to help Torn. He's been nothing but a compatriot to us. I will not help Reinhardt until that sword is gone. If he wishes to have help get rid of the sword, fine. But I will not help him in any way.
Perhaps to make the sword inert or no longer connected to the other.
I have a
I
way of
mean,
making it so that the sword is no longer a part of him.
Was it Nathan, was it a dispel curse spell or was it a dispel magic spell that you cast?
I will have to check real quick.
Because I
Yeah, they
remember
just
you
left it
broke his
so-
attunement to it.
Well, there'll be
Yes,
some
it
good
did.
faces to look at again because I missed them. They were some good class
Yeah,
people.
I'm
It was a third
Wolfgang,
level.
I am actually a little worried about them because they were, as far
Okay,
as I
let's
was
go.
concerned, good
It's
guys.
not dispel magic. I'm pretty sure it's Move curse man. Object curse man spell breaks the owner's.
So-
But if the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object, so it can be removed and discarded. What was it, Chris, that allowed me to break his connection?
You had tried to dispel magic on it.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I tried to spell magic, and that broke his attunement.
I gave you that effect because you were successful against the DC. You were trying to dispel the entire sword as a whole. And as a arm of the betrayer, you're not going to do that with a 3rd level.
Yeah.
How about 2nd level?
A little bit closer. First is the best, right? It's like Gaul.
How about an intimidation check? Can I
I'd like to cast
intimidation check
my
the
cantrip
arm of the
dispel.
betrayer to dispel? Threaten the sword. De-attunement.
But yeah, bestow, break curse would remove curse would break the attunement if it's considered a cursed item.
But though you
Yeah.
all head, yeah, I'm assuming you're all leaving Akheim.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll
I'm
leave
dragging
Akheim
everyone
for
along.
Daedalus, yeah.
Let's go already.
Can someone
like a
roll a
child.
d20 for me?
I'll do
Okay,
it.
I'll
fine.
do it. No,
Oh,
I do it.
You want to do it? Okay, you do it.
I
I'm gonna
haven't
go
done it
use
yet.
the
You
restroom real
do.
quick. I can still hear you guys now.
You do.
Come on,
Don't
no whammy, no
disappoint
whammy,
me.
no whammy. 13.
13.
13
Dragon.
bronze drakes.
Come on, dragon.
Okay.
13 green drakes.
Please no
descend
dragon.
on your party.
Bronze strikes?
So
That
it-
would be terrible.
So you are traveling down the hill and around this winding small band of like kind of these off-beaten farm roads that will take to the various far-flung farms and other. It's more living off the land people that try and disassociate themselves as much as they can from the empire, but still living within its borders. And as you're coming closer to the point where you're almost halfway there, or not halfway, you're almost to the water where you're going to set up your boat, hopefully. You note a traveling merchant of some kind, a horse-drawn cart at the moment, and it is just rattling with crap in the back. And on top of it are 3 gnomes all lined up on the first carriage seat. And across the banner, reading, let me pull up the name.
Well, our resident trader isn't
Across
here.
the banner, reading Artificer Augmentations.
Ooh.
Stormer,
Well,
contain
of
your
course we're
excitement.
gonna stop and flag them down, Chris.
Stormer, contain your excitement, Stormer.
He might have an idea
Yeah, we flagged them down.
about the one guy's arm.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Is he missing an eye? God.
Fire them down.
So you flag them down? Did I hear that right? You flag them down?
Flag them, fire them. No fire. yes, we flag them down.
And they are very eager upon seeing you to yank the cart off the road and down this like rocky path. You see it every so often, a little piece of metal hits the ground and falls off. Eventually, they come to a stop, and one of the gnomes, "Greetings! You will love our stock, and I can guarantee you'll love our stock because you saw the sign. Something in your heart called out to you. Now, what? Think of anything from the lands of Hupperduke. How can I supply your needs?"
Well,
I'd
first
rather
question.
casually pull out my gun blade and
I
place it
got-
on I guess I assume they set up like a counter or something.
As you kind of look for a
Ring
table,
pop
he's
the
like,
counter.
jumps off the side, throws his fist once, nothing, and on that third one, when this whole table collapsed down to 2 legs, almost just askew and barely landing, but it gives you a better view as a few things like trickle out onto the table.
I
Please do.
place my gun blade on the counter, and I tell them in very good detail about the exact specifications that I want it to be. You've seen, I've posted a couple times, Chris. But it's basically that with a rifle butt.
Just for my immediate recollection, can you repost it?
Yes, I will find it and I will post it.
This is on our way to Zadesh, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
This is before you arrive at the water.
Okay.
Or you're like right there.
Load file, yes.
This
Kinda
is the
glancing
traveling
it
No,
over.
it's
what?
taking me.
No.
This is
This fucking D-pad's taking a lot
a
to get
3-man
get used to.
caravan crew called Artificer Augmentations.
All right.
The 3 gnome.
Gnomes. Yes.
I got jokes.
Does only one jump down to greet us, or do all three? And do they stand on each other with a trench coat?
They do not stand on each other with a trench coat.
Do they all have their eyes?
They do not have their eyes.
Gonna be a meme from now on.
Love it if they didn't, because Reinhardt's not here.
I'd have a new mission.
And then eventually, if
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and then eventually, if he does team back up with us, I can be like, "Oh, by the way, we found someone who was missing an eye." And he'd be like, "No!"
You kind of
Down
glance over
slow
it.
in the eye.
Okay, I can do that. Yeah, scope and okay. Starts like grabbing a thing that I could do this.
Oh,
I could do
perfect.
this.
How much?
Give me about let's see, about take 742 gold.
Insight
70.
check.
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
Sarah, I
14.
just want my gun.
You have the feeling that he's first off a difficult person to read in that sense, but
He's a short person to
Bank
read
starts
or a
complaining,
difficult person
Sarah,
to
and I
read?
just want my
Both.
gun, man.
Both.
there is a decent amount of complexity in design to
Ah.
remodify a weapon like this.
What was
As well as make a
742?
So from my really big, super powerful, strong 14, I'm like,
Yeah,
he seems to know what he's talking about.
yeah, you're
Oh,
like he's
okay.
a
There
merchant
is
flying
74
trade.
platinum and 2 gold
But
on the
the
table.
fact that he also, I feel like it gives me confidence. The fact he said 742, which seems like a very exact, somewhat precise number in which he.
Give me an hour, and I'll have it wrapped
Wow.
up for you.
Perfect. I go
Now,
sit beside
anyone
the
else?
nearest tree and start eating my
I
backpacks.
have wares. I have all sorts of things.
I'm
Can I
interested-
quickly tell to you?
Oh,
Yes.
sure. Show me what you have.
Let me show you
Yes.
some of the finest from Upper Duke.
Oh,
He quickly
man, I'm
reaches over,
excited.
and the first thing he pulls out is this relatively small, almost ammo canister, and sets it down before flicking the lid and pulls up around. This right here, never seen anything like this before. We heat treated the round, and it should be able to punch through armor as if it was nothing.
Armor piercing
Ooh.
round.
AP shot.
An AP
Sounds
shot.
cool.
At a price of 100 gold per round.
Done. Ooh, wait.
Per round.
Per round.
Expensive.
Per round.
Literal gold round.
You have to
Literal
literally have a
gold.
vendetta against someone to use that.
I know.
Oh, well, but we do.
How much does it do?
The armor piercing bullet, when fired, will reduce any creature's AC to its base 10 plus dexterity bonus unless it has a natural armor. So a Tarath, it would not affect a Tarath who utilizes natural armor.
So a normal
you're-
person.
But if you had
With armor.
like a roll, if you were a Saren with an AC of 17 or 18, your AC becomes 11 against
Oh
the
my
AP round.
God.
Because it would just punch through your shield, punch through your armor, and hit you.
Okay,
You
hold
become
on.
a pin
thus-
cushion.
I know exactly who I want to use these on.
Oh God.
Are you gonna buy some?
But a heavy dex character like a
Yes.
monk or a rogue,
Won't matter.
relatively unaffected.
Oh, you can't use
Wow.
it
You know
against me,
exactly
motherfucker.
who I'm wanting to
You'd
use
still
these
damage
on.
me anyway. Joke's on you.
Yeah.
Well, we almost all
gold.
of us have gun blades. So
100 gold per
Yeah.
round, so that's 10 platinum per round.
Yes.
How many rounds do they have?
Well,
One.
before you spend all
Oh.
your platinum on this, let me show you some more. And he moves that
Yes,
aside.
please.
Next thing he pulls out,
Gonna put this gnome's children, grandchildren through fucking
the next thing he
college.
pulls out is this pretty decently sized bracer that attaches ear to ear.
Mm-hmm.
And what you see is a rope that strings around to the side to a massive spool here, and a hook.
It's a
Ah,
grappling arm
A hook
gun.
shot.
It's
This
a
right
Spider-Man.
is the Rip Tether
I
bracer.
want Spider-Man.
Guys, do you see these amazing things? Wolfgang has never seen anything like this.
He'll go on.
This is awesome.
The Rip Tether bracer, it has a healthy amount of things to it. It has a 60-foot spool,
Okay.
and
Nice.
anywhere it grapples onto gives you advantage to athletics checks.
Oh wow.
Subsequently, you can use a bonus action to grapple onto a creature within 60 feet. And then it's a normal grapple check up to 60 feet. If you succeed in the grapple, they are grappled, and you have 10 extra feet of movement when moving directly towards that creature.
Will.
So you can grapple on and throw yourself forward
Will.
towards that creature.
Mm-hmm. How much is this?
This piece here is 2,000 gold.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
final one
Okay.
is he pulls out what appears to be a metal box about like this sized with leather straps that kind of
This
go
is
around as if
essentially
it's
what-
to be.
That's essentially what Wolfgang's getting.
This here, I call it the emergency rescue unit.
Hmm.
In all intents and purposes, should you enter cardiac arrest while on the battlefield, it will give you a necessary dose
Yeah,
of
pretty
healing
much.
to
Mhm.
bring you back up. In essence, if you are wearing it and you drop to 0 HP, it casts Cure Wounds on you and will bring you back up, and that's the only charge it gets for the for a long, or I believe a short rest.
Ooh.
Short rest, Will.
That's broken.
Will, what are you talking about?
You get
That's
Subsequently-
perfect for
Gosh.
you. You can
Subsequently-
Yeah.
I know,
Will,
everybody's looking at me.
you can
How much
run
is
in.
it?
Hold on. Let's see. Yeah.
Subsequently, if someone goes down within 60 feet of you, you can take the device off and throw it to them and allow them to res instead.
Oh.
Self-res is pretty
Everybody's
fucking
looking at
How
Morg.
much is
I've
this?
never been down
It's
yet.
an AED.
2,000.
It's
2,000
it's,
gold.
it's the
2,000?
D&D version of an E AED.
It's basically an AED.
Jeez.
Any Euclids?
He's
They're
speaking
like,
my language.
No.
we show you all these
Your
cool
junk
things,
bin.
and you
Look,
you have a
looks in the
Yucca.
junk bin, you know.
Any grapes?
Chris,
Any
I asked them
instruments?
if I need to attune to the iPad.
No. As these are not magical items, they do not require attunement.
But I have to. But it
Perfect.
comes. The charge comes back at a short rest.
Yeah, it needs time. It needs time to spool back up the energy necessary.
2,000. That's
tech.
200 platinum.
Pretty much.
like one of those spring,
That's
like
no
one of those
tech for
watches
you.
that like motion.
That's Hupperduke, yeah.
Is it an action or a bonus action to throw it to someone?
Action to
Okay.
throw?
I'm thinking
check.
action.
I'll chip in some gold for it.
How much gold do you have?
Oh yeah, I need to go
Don't
here.
worry about how much money I have.
5.
I have a
gold.
whopping 449 gold.
As an action.
Action to throw it. to
It's
someone.
also I read it wrong. It was 20 feet, not 60 feet. I was remembering the grappling hook still.
Okay, no worries. But as it's a short rest that it comes back. Those are all of your magical wares or your technological wares.
These are the ones that I believe you would like, unless you want. We have some amazing back massagers around here. We have auto log choppers. should you be interested? But you don't look like the type of settlers this region. You seem to be.
I mean,
Yeah.
auto
How many
shop
of those AP
Oh.
rounds do you have on you right now?
About 20.
20, which would be
insurance.
2,000
20
gold.
2,000 gold.
2,000
No.
gold, 2,000 gold, 2,000 gold.
So
It's
If
200
you would
platinum.
give us a moment, we
How
wish
much
to...
is one of those auto log choppers?
Oh my god. Why? Why would you need an auto
We're
log chopper?
building a settlement, aren't we?
Actually, that's a good point.
Yes, it is.
Actually, out of
There's
curiosity,
200 platinum on the table. I want all those rounds.
hey, hold on a second.
You already bought them.
you
Doesn't
have
matter.
another
They're
shopper who
gone.
wants them.
They
Doesn't
are
matter.
in my pack.
I'm an equal opportunity seller. I understand
So
our
what
what is
wares
it,
are
Chris?
are.
It's an armor.
Well,
Just
he hasn't
raising taxes.
Given it.
hasn't sanctioned your deal yet.
Yeah.
I'm an equal opportunity vendor.
Doesn't want to make anyone else
Find
unhappy.
one. 10-10. Sound fair?
So 10 platinum for 10 of them.
100.
No,
I
for half
No,
of them.
he's
so
saying
there's-
split between the both if they're asking for ammo.
The 10
Oh.
platinum is each.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 100.
Yeah.
You
It's
each get
100
10,
platinum each.
and you'd each get
No, no.
50.
100 platinum is for 10 of them.
You'd
Yes.
get 10.
Oh,
There's 20 rounds.
20 rounds.
Put this up.
Okay, so he
Reminds
gets
me of-
10, I get 10, right?
Yes,
Right.
and it's called armor piercing bullet.
Reminds me
Can
of
you
the
afford
silver
that, Snyder?
arrows.
Can you afford 1,000 gold worth of
It
ammunition?
is armor dash
Piercing
piercing bullet.
bullet.
All right, that's minus 10 platinum.
100.
100
I mean,
platinum.
minus 100. So
100 platinum.
100 platinum.
Wait.
Add 10 to
Yes, 100.
Quiver of
platinum.
Alona. That works.
Yeah, your
100
quiver can
You
hold
take
anything.
copper?
You
There's
take
another.
copper. Great. Phew. On the
What about
other
the
two
auto-
items, on the other
What
two
about the auto
items.
log chopper?
Oh yeah, you care about the auto log.
Yeah. An easy 50 gold, or we can do installments. 2 gold per 3 months.
How
If
many
you
do
don't
have?
have it, Ryan, roll, I'll just pay
It's
it.
50 gold each, right?
We have about 2 in stock
Alright.
still.
I'll
2
put down
gold.
10 platinum.
2 gold per 3 months, though.
Wait.
Yeah, but 10
Wait.
platinum. I could just pay the 100 gold now, and we
No,
have
no,
it.
wait. How the fuck are we carrying this? We don't have a cart, motherfuckers.
We have him deliver it to the keep.
You're gonna
Do you
give
do
someone.
delivery?
We can
you do delivery.
if you pay us 10 gold, we'll deliver it.
Perfect.
Oh,
110
separately?
gold.
This
They
is the
deliver
best Uber I've ever seen.
it's not even Uber, it's fucking delivery service.
it. I
Oh,
love
I didn't
those.
save the ammo for the
Better
moment.
than better.
Nathan's dumbfounded.
You guys have
Nathan,
any
Well,
instruments?
Aaron,
back
you have
there?
to trust the
I love
gnomes, you have
gnomes.
to
Gnomes
trust
are
the
great.
gnomes.
This is the same Wolfgang that out of character. When I was creating him, he was
Fuck nodes.
No concept
Was-
of money.
favorite enemy gnomes.
Yeah. So, alrighty then. We're buying wood choppers, having
Yes,
them
we are.
delivered.
I
Are
put
we wanting
110
to
gold on the
grab?
table.
Okay. Are we wanting to buy the grappling arm thingy shooter thing band and the
Band.
medical device? Yes or no?
Yes.
Med
The medical
device.
device, definitely. The
Yeah.
grappling arm,
Y'all gonna want
Um,
that.
What was the
I-
grappling arm again for?
it's like a
Is
hook
it-
shot.
2000.
Yeah.
It's like
like a
it's a grappling
slingshot.
hook.
It's 2,000, right, Chris?
Your
2000.
Pathfinder. For
Everything
Matrix.
was 2,000.
Yes.
And it's a strength check? Or
Athletics, yeah.
that would be
Just
great
the
for me.
athletics.
That
Yeah,
be
it
a
would.
But I,
It would let you close the distance. They give you
I-
another option to
but
close
I
the
already
distance.
have a
too.
17,000 gold belt, so I think I'm good for now. You guys get what you need.
Trade it.
No!
Trade it. It's only caused us more problems.
Just sick the problems on the
There's a
gnomes
reason
that
my
are-
strength. There's a reason my strength score is a +6.
So here's
Yeah,
the
it's
question: Are we wanting? How are we wanting to break up the cost of the medical device?
I can chip in.
I can chip in as well.
can
if
chip
needed.
in a platinum or two.
I can chip in.
If I'm
400?
looking at my
It's
383
200. It's
platinum.
It's 200 platinum, right, Chris?
Yes, 200 platinum.
So we got 6 of us. That's Nathan math.
I mean, like that's like
Well, I'm glad
It's a
y'all think
weird
we all
number.
have many
it
platinum.
is a weird number.
Let's just
Hey,
say I
man.
can chip in 300 gold.
Same. I
So
can
like
chip in
30 platinum.
I can chip in 30 platinum, no problem.
I can chip in 400 gold.
I have 7 platinum. I got 316 gold.
Who's going to
I'm
be
chipping in
keeping it
gold.
on them? Who's going to be keeping
Probably
it on
me.
them? I
Yeah.
actually feel like that's not a bad idea.
The one who
Anavia, how
Uh,
much money? Anavia, how much money can you chip into it?
So wait, you say it's 2,000 gold?
2,000 gold, 200 platinum. So far, we have 30, 30,
20,000
40.
silver.
So that's about 100 already.
20,000 silver.
30, 30, 40, it's
200,000
100
copper.
It's 100.
Yeah. Yeah, 30, 30, 40. 40 from Will, 40 platinum from Will. From
100.
I mean, I could
gold.
just buy the rest of it. If
then
need
go
be.
for it. If
Yeah,
that works.
I'll chip in 100 platinum then, if that's the rest. I think.
Alright,
Yeah.
deducting my 300 gold.
Subtracting my 400 gold.
Are we wanting to get the grappling hook?
we can.
I
Who'd
pull
use
Saren
it, though?
I pull Saren to the side. I have 150 gold to my name.
Yeah, I'm like the same way right now.
I think I'm
mean,
done.
1,000 gold,
the
right?
question is, do we want it? Yes or no?
I don't know. Do we need
Man.
it?
Let me read the description again.
So wait, when am I adding my equipments?
Yeah,
Or backpack?
Chris will tell you.
Yeah.
Now I'm reading it.
You're adding emergency rescue.
Would that be under?
Just type in EM,
Okay.
ER.
You just type in
got
emergency
E.
rescue, it should pop up.
Emergency.
Oh, emergency
Emergency.
rescue. Is what's called emergency rescue?
Called
Yes.
emergency rescue.
Beautiful.
Emergency. Emergency.
Emergency.
He gets the little medic cross that's on a.
Well, it's a box.
Yeah, it's semicircular, intelligent. So when you cast
Informatic.
Cure Wounds, because this is Cure Wounds we're talking about, when it comes to that additional healing that comes at the end, that's utilizing your intelligence modifier.
Ooh,
Hmm.
ooh.
Oh,
Good thing
Just
we
killing a
bought it.
mosquito, sorry.
I mean, it's still worth. It's
You
the
bought
D
it
that we
before
get-
you knew about that. So.
It doesn't matter.
It's
We still want it.
useful
It's
if
super useful.
Saren isn't in range to cast Cure Wounds,
Yeah.
but you're
Or if
within
I'm out of
20 feet,
spells,
you
it,
can
it
throw it
yeah.
to someone to
Emergency.
It-
save them.
And then,
It's
as an
perfect.
action, you can throw the palm-sized spherical device at a creature within 20 feet of you. And if you have 0 hit points at the start of your turn and the device is in your possession, you're automatically healed. It activates and automatically heals you as a free action at the start of your turn.
That's pretty nice.
That
As a
is
free.
nice.
Oh,
It's
so
a
you're
free
healed.
action.
if you
Yeah,
ever
and you're up
played
and good to go.
We have to
Mhm.
stand up.
if you
but
have
yeah.
like it's like the auto potion in Monster Hunter.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is an auto potion in Monster Hunter.
That's nice. I'd take it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
The
no, it's-
Riptide,
Except you don't go down very much.
So we're not thinking about the Riptide?
I mean, Roald.
No. It's
No?
good.
Okay then.
Roald, maybe.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
2 grand
Sounds
right
good.
as well.
It's a non-magical item, which is the thing, guys. It is a non-magical item that just does stuff for us. So
Yeah.
It's a
it
utility.
could still
tool.
be enchanted.
You got any instruments back there?
Fortunately, did not carry instruments. I found last time I tried carrying instruments, they broke before we even got there.
Poor Shay.
How much? How much was the grappling arm?
2,000.
1,000.
1,000.
Just know it
gold.
uses your strength scores for the grappling checks.
There's only
So
one person.
the
that has
one
a good
person who
strength.
can use it properly is Roald.
Roald.
Or effectively, it was
I always
Roald.
have
An
a plus
athletics
1.
check score of +9.
Yeah. Or if you just want it as a grappling hook, it does just shoot 60 feet and give you an advantage. Or, give you advantage on all acrobatics checks to bound up.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, you said
It's
athletics
kind of
or
nice
acrobatics?
to have, but
Athletics.
Athletics,
it's-
to pull,
yeah.
athletics to pull somebody. Acrobatics if you want to climb.
Yeah.
Oh, this is athletics still.
Oh, so
they're
everybody's
still-
athletics.
Because you're
Okay, so
still
it's all
pulling
athletics.
yourself up with it.
Okay.
Whereas acrobatics is more like a parkour jump here, there.
Uh-huh.
I
This
see
is
no
just
downside.
throw it up, climb
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah.
So it's useful, but
It's useful. It's not something that I'd want to spend my money on, and Rollout can't afford it. So
we're already putting this gnome's grandchildren through college. So
Yep.
And I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
as I said,
yes, thank you for your business.
Wolfgang said this. As I said, I love gnomes. Gnomes are great.
Uh,
know a
out
lot
of
of gnomes.
curiosity,
Those are great people.
I asked the gnome. I asked him what's his normal trade route, so that we could check in with him in the future when he has more items.
Well, if you ever need to, we kind of go anywhere and everywhere around here. But if you ever need to find some of these items, Upper
Give him
Duke,
a
is where you
detailed
want to
map.
go.
Like give him detailed
But you,
location for our keep, just so he
oh
knows
yeah,
it's
so he can
there.
drop off our fucking log cutters.
Saren, it's 110 gold.
No, it's the fact that
I've
we're
already
good.
spent
I
it,
lean
it's
over to
fine.
Rollout. I lean over to Rollout. It's not the money.
It's the
not the goal.
principle.
It's the fact we're telling gnomes where we have no idea who they are. That we just bought things where our keep in the mountains that is supposed to be hidden is.
We're
Fine.
gonna make it public.
It's fine. It's gonna be an air. Saren, it's gonna be an
Soon.
airship port. It's fine.
True. But we don't want the Empire knowing where we are.
I have
We
a
want to
feeling
keep
they
on
already
the
know
down
where they are.
low.
Also, Nathan, out of character,
gnomes.
you
You can
remember
trust
when
gnomes.
when I was following us, so you
I'm
wouldn't
sorry.
know that we're
I'm
always being
sorry. I
watched
can't
anyway.
keep a straight face and say
True.
that.
Alright,
And I
then.
said that out of character.
Yep. But already then. We continue.
Right. You can continue on. You do have to use the folding boat at this point.
I say the word to make it the 24-footer.
Yeah.
Like an origami.
Being on the waves
What save do I
and
need to make?
no wave. No saves. I was just illustrating because you're here, river travel is not too common, as well as the fact you're always traveling, which is the main benefit of a vessel. Instead of having only 8 hours you travel for the full 24.
Uh-huh.
You'll arrive in Zadash now in 4 days,
Perfect.
Wonderful.
and
3 days.
for the most part, you were just nothing can hassle you because you're always moving.
I'll put then the full
So
training
Chris,
into
I'll
Oh,
edit
the
my
ship.
gunblade to have a scope and shit later.
Random Valheim Sea Serpent.
Oh yeah, we waited the hour and now you have your cool super long
My
range
cool, super long range.
gunblade with
sniper
a
rifle.
scope and what how does that change it, Chris?
The way it's mainly the scope is the main thing that changes it. When you get it back, it does have a longer portion of it where it's awkward because you hold it here and you have to secure it here because there's nowhere here to grab. So you
It's
kind of secure it there.
It's like
Poke
one of those
that.
where like this.
Yeah.
What
So it's more
what
like
I
a
was
sniper
thinking is
rifle.
basically like it's a sniper rifle,
Just
but if they get close, I can use it as like a
Yeah.
like a great sword.
it's just you have nowhere to like secure your hand.
Oh, they could
Forward.
have
Because
the
it's kind of a blade.
A pinion, a pitten blade, post
Okay. So like that.
like
oh
this.
that like folds out, that folds in and out or
No,
something.
It's,
Yeah.
if you're holding like this, you just go.
Like a Nerf gun.
It fires bullets like this.
You
No, what he does, he
you
puts
mean-
a hole through the blade so you can put
you
the
mean
pin
grape shot?
through.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. A hole through the blade actually, so you can grab like that.
You could put
yeah.
a pin
Yeah,
through
you
and
definitely
hold
won't
it.
damage the weapon. Fucking Anyways, it is only a pistol shot at the end of the day when it comes to the gun blade.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Your hand
But
is
it-
out here.
But it's something that he
I feel
probably
like-
has better range and can actually aim and shoot
Yeah.
normally.
No, it's perfectly fine to just fire it like that. You don't have like this fucking crazy recoil.
Yeah.
It's a 22.
And the scope itself, it's not like a normal scope that is on a few hinges. It is very much just like singular block shape to not just fit the form of the weapon, but also able to like take a beating and not just get knocked right off.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
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 Looking for swords.
Then, Chris,
So
how
does
many?
it affect does it affect the normal does it affect the normal like non-disadvantage range at all, or
You can use a bonus action to look through the scope and negate any
Yeah.
disadvantages you get.
okay,
The
that's
stock
perfect then.
stock is just for fun.
Just for flavor.
Yeah, stock just for flavor.
How many weeks, Chris, are we into training if we were training feats?
You
Last
have
time I-
right now, as you arrive in Zadash, it's been 1 week.
It's been
So one more week. You guys have been tracking, so it's
I think
one more.
I think I was working
Yeah,
on
I'm pretty sure we're
Martial
at
Adept?
4 or no. If it was a month, because there was 1 week down.
I don't remember.
2, 3, 4. It's either
We
4
were-
weeks or 5 weeks.
We also sat in Zadash for a week. Remember that?
It's either 4 weeks or 5 weeks that we're at. I'm gonna say
I
4.5.
have-
4
I have one
weeks.
right here. They're going on a 12-day travel.
4 weeks, Chris. Got it. 4 weeks. Got
I'll
it.
say 4 weeks because
Sounds good.
you guys picked them up at Zadash. You started doing all that, so I'll say 4 weeks.
Yeah. So 4 weeks into training, and then
The
Will,
4
you are
weeks of
helping
training
train me
into
on alert,
sharpshooter.
right?
That's fine.
Okay, so I only need 8 weeks. Cool. I'm halfway done.
How far would
Yay!
I be into
Yeah.
telekinesis?
Yeah, because I have it's 10 minus the 1 for my intelligence minus the 1 for you training me.
Telekinesis?
Yeah.
So 8 weeks.
Oh, is it the one we were talking about?
The feet, yeah.
Oh,
Telekinetic.
okay.
Telekinetic.
Telekinetic. The feet telekinetic.
Oh, sweet. I'll have it by the time
Um,
we have to be in the castle.
Telekinetic's a
I
weird
feel like it's gonna
one.
be a little bit longer than the other ones.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. You're literally like the 5-year-old kid staring at something like
Move.
trying
Kinda
to move.
make-
Your first time
I want to
watching
make
Star
it
Wars.
interesting, like if
Yeah.
he tries to do it, but if he rolls like a nat 1, he passes out instead. He doesn't wake up for a while.
I'm saying, with your experience in magic, it is possible. That's how you're even able to do this. It's just gonna.
Yeah, and the invisible mage hand especially.
Well, yeah, we'll just say 10 weeks. You're
Alright.
giving yourself essentially like what is equivalent to a higher level wizard ability, which is where you inherently can always cast
Kinda.
a spell at will.
It's like telekinesis, but the shitty version.
You're like mastering. You're mastering mage hand essentially. Actually,
Mhm.
because you are a arcane trickster, I'll let you go with 10 weeks minus your int mod. So what's your intelligence modifier?
Right now it's +2.
So 8 weeks, you're halfway done.
14.
Yeah, you're halfway done then with becoming telekinetic.
So what's it for mine for sharpshooter, Chris?
What's your intelligence modifier?
Hold on. 1.
So you have 5 more weeks.
Okay. That's fine.
What about 2?
You're halfway
Like,
there.
what about -2? Like, what about a -2 intellect?
Oh,
about that?
10
Takes
to
you-
15
takes you
weeks.
Third of the way there.
Damn, if you're a fucking wizard, the
Okay,
max
so-
score, like,
Yeah.
we have our shit. We've
Wizards
made
can learn a lot quicker.
oh, holy shit! You know he's about to get his item too.
I had said that before.
I know he's about to get his item, so his like training for that telekinetic shit is gonna drop like real fucking quick.
But
It'll drop
also,
by like 2 weeks.
he has a +2, so it'll drop by 3. Right? You have a +2 or
He's a
+3?
+2.
It gives you
it'll go from
19, doesn't it?
It goes from
Yeah.
2 to
Oh
4.
yeah, 19. Yeah.
But you do arrive in Zadash once more after your lengthy boat journey where you really didn't have to worry too much. It was just this constant sailing along this very frigid river that has not frozen over quite yet, but you're getting to the point where it's
we
getting
probably-
won't be working anymore.
Yeah,
It
Are
we
is
we
could
sailing
getting-
upriver or were we sailing downriver?
I don't care. Don't.
Yeah. Chris,
I feel like
shut the
going
fuck up.
That way would be better.
But the big thing is, Chris,
Were
big
we
question: do we
tacking
think
effectively?
we'd have enough time if we got the item and sailed back? We'd be okay, or do we feel it freeze halfway?
You'd
All right.
roll a nature check.
Can I help him on that?
Sure.
Guidance.
Let's see it,
You're
Ranger.
proficient in nature.
It's like when you guys argued about semantics of if the door opens
Oh.
outward or inward during like the first few seconds.
Well, boys, that's
Hey,
a 28.
that's
I got a
important.
20.
Because we can barricade
Plus
it. if it
4 on
opens.
my guidance, so that's a 28, Chris.
28.
It was the highest I can roll.
You have reason to believe. Kind of taking in. Let me actually quickly pull up the calendar so I'm not just blowing wind up asses.
Oh God, Chris, it's cold.
I only asked about that because I feel like we would go faster down river,
I
downstream.
think,
No,
I
yeah,
think
it
for
makes
river
Snyder?
transit,
Snyder,
there is no
Shut the fuck
current.
up. Either it takes longer going up and faster going down, so it equals the same goddamn thing. Shut the fuck up. We're averaging it.
I mean, if we're gonna get into it. Are we tacking effectively? What's our sheet
Yeah,
angle?
yeah. So shut up.
What was the wind that day?
What's the trim we have on the ship right now?
Did we wax appropriately the wood of the boat?
What's our anti-fouling state look like?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you
one
would
of the-
know, by the way.
Yes,
you
what have you-
you are rapidly approaching what is
essentially winter.
you are well into winter. Do not
Okay.
worry. You are.
Winter's coming.
It's freezing.
Let me
out here.
try and.
Winter's here.
Yeah, you're well into winter.
I can't feel my
Well,
You
well,
are.
well.
Ooh, we're
So
well
we may
into
not
almost
be
the
able
longest
to-
day of the year.
Yeah, the longest day of the year is almost here. You're looking about a month.
Awesome. That's a
Wait.
day that I get to celebrate. 'Cause the longest night of the year.
The opposite.
Because that's
Parents' Eve.
yep, that's
Longest day of the
my
year on it.
goddess's quote unquote holiday. Right, Chris? If I remember right.
So
Yeah,
we're
it's
working
like your
we're working
unofficial.
double time on that day,
Nice.
right?
On that day, we will sadly be traveling, so I cannot spend it.
You mean the
celebrate.
winter solstice, right?
Yes, the winter solstice.
You have a whole month, so you, for your sakes, as you enter Zadash, probably fine.
guys,
You
let's
just
go.
exited Quen Pilar. Kuressar is the new month.
Yeah.
Good
Okay.
luck with spelling
I
that
should
one.
pull up my
I'm
D&D.
not. It's fine.
We're just gonna let it be what it be.
By the way, Chris, what time is it that we've arrived?
What was that?
What time is it that we have arrived in Zadash?
About
What's
midday.
the name of the guard that greets
So,
us?
Secondly, can we all go? But I don't. But maybe you guys
I'm
wait across
not
the street.
going to-
Maybe you
I'm
guys
not-
wait across
okay.
the street or
I was
something.
I
Okay.
was gonna
I
suggest.
don't want all y'all in there.
I say
don't want
Snyder
all
going
there.
in by himself is probably the smartest idea.
Oh, thanks, man.
I go in Superman pose with the belt prominently showing.
And
Snyder,
we will
Can you
stay.
cast fly on me?
With a replay of
yeah.
how we stole it.
Oh my god.
You know what?
Just in
I'll help
case.
out. I'll help out.
I will enhance your ability before you go in to
Same.
make it so that you are either wonderful. We'll double enhance your abilities.
Yeah.
You will be so. Would
Double
you like to
advantage
enhance
auto pass.
charisma? I'll advance. Give him advantage on his dexterity, so if he has to get escape, he can.
Yeah. I mean,
Or his wisdom in case he gets attacked by a spell.
Chris,
Wisdom
I
when the
prefer.
map
I'll-
showed up, it looked like that one little rug with the cars and stuff.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
looking
remember
like,
those.
whoa.
yeah.
Does look like that.
I'll give him
It
does.
owl wisdom.
I
irony.
that used to be my favorite toy when I was
Dude,
growing
that
up.
was the shit.
That was the
You get the Hot Wheels
best.
cars?
Oh yeah, Matchbox and Hot Wheels, man.
Matchbox as well.
Match.
I also use a train.
You enter into the
planes.
invulnerable vagrant, Snyder, and you're immediately hit with that, like, again, that familiarity of the environment, this exotic appearance, and you see a few there's still a few individuals here that are shopping, but
You'll need advantage on checks. Remember
there's two different Pumat souls already talking to them, and another one that was just doing some quick clerical scope. Oh, hello there.
Yeah, I gave you dexterity and he gave you charisma, so you know Snyder, because it's only on checks, not on saves.
Yep.
So you have
You're the
Advantage on dexterity and advantage on charisma checks.
you're the one that was here for the circlet, right?
Yeah.
I'll be right back then. Ducks out, goes into the back.
Does Harbinger look back and there's me just like in the corner of like the door, just like
I would kind of just like back with the wall against the back, against
Yeah.
his back.
just like a parent just like making sure his son's all right in a sport, like
Chris, while I'm outside, I'm gonna be casting see invisibility.
Okay.
And then, do I see anything around me
No,
on the
no.
outside?
Not immediately.
Okay.
I feel like Harbinger generally likes the guy, but he's like,
Yeah. He walks
I'm
forward, Pumat,
definitely
this
keeping an eye
massive
out.
fear bowl kind of sets down a nice little, almost like a jewelry box presentation with this little like cushion there, and he takes the top off. And here you go, one circlet of intellect, as you requested.
okay,
Take it.
thanks. And Harbinger is normally feeling like the super intimidating, but right now he's feeling like 3 feet tall.
Take
So
the
this is
circlet and get
so
the
this
fuck
is
out.
what Mordecai feels like.
Not just physically, but also like intimidated as well. Normally
Provoke
he's
has never been
it's
so
almost the other
intimidating.
Get
way.
out. I would assume we worked out like
Pumat,
a meeting place in a hole in the wall in somewhere that's out of the way.
Harbinger, the
Funny.
most
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
uncharacteristic.
Pumat
It's-
unknowingly has advantage on intimidation.
Different
Who
world.
intimidate?
Different world.
in the most uncharacteristic way of Harbinger, he says, "Thank you, Mr. Pumat."
Oh God! Oh,
It's
oh
Pumat's
Jesus!
You're
Thank
Holy
you.
very
fuck.
welcome. Have a good day
Hi.
now.
See ya.
Kind of takes and he kind of like
See
scratches.
you later.
He like scratches out something on the ledger and just sets that down and goes off to
What was that?
to the back room.
You
Danger.
walk out. You back like the. Thank you. Walk out normally. Close the door.
Actually, yeah, you just open the door.
And we
you
all
say,
see you. We see you come out. We see you with a box. Guys, I think you made it. I think we're good. Let's head back to the boat.
Let's get the hell out of here.
A guard.
I just-
just
I
a
go-
random
I
wanna go to the
guard
store real
walks
quick.
around the corner. Shit.
Snyder,
shit,
I
shit.
look at you. I make direct eye contact with you across the way. Do you make direct eye contact with me?
"Yeah." Do you have messenger?
No, I don't. And I just
Messaging.
I
Messenger.
just go like this. Sending. I know I don't have to go like this. I'm burning a third
Okay,
level
okay.
spell. Sending. Sending. I would love it if while just watching Annabelle go like this. Oh,
In
and I
baseball
just go,
sign language.
and I look at Snyder just like, what the fuck? I look at him, what the fuck? And I just go,
I'm watching
Hey,
this shit. I'm gonna
by
walk
the way-
across the street and grab Snyder and pull him to the other side of the street.
he's an idiot.
Yeah.
And all I say is, we'll meet you at the river. We'll
we
take
need
the
a-
boat tonight.
I need a quick stop at a shop real quick. Actually, I just clothing like cloth or whatnot. That's it.
Okay.
I let
Yeah.
everyone know, and
It-
I still head to the river.
Easy enough to find in the Penta
Okay,
Market.
then I guess since I walked across the street, I'll
Actually,
go with
considering
Harbinger.
I'm here, I'm gonna look at instruments while he's looking at clothing.
Okay.
I am out
Just
of the
want
city.
cloth.
I am
Just
with
want
Saren and we
cloth.
are guarding. No, the
You
boat.
find
The boat is a box and we are hiding. I guess.
at the moment the instrument selection here is lacking, unfortunately.
As every other town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking diva.
The bard's fucking problem of no one sells good quality instruments anymore.
Especially in
I'm a
terms of
carver
like
too.
yeah.
Buy a block of wood and fucking go
You-
use that
you're
tree
right.
chopper, you fucking guy.
50 silver for a bolt of cloth.
All right. Black.
70 silver for a bolt of cloth.
Yeah, it's 5 gold for a thing
Uh,
of cloth. You want it in black? That'll be 27 gold.
So wait,
Why? Because fuck your edge.
Fuck your edge.
Edge
Um,
tax.
is that
Edge.
7 gold then?
For trying to do it for everyone or 50,
No.
so it's 3.5.
No, it's 50 silver. I was making a joke, man.
Yeah, 50 silver, which is 5 gold. It's 10 increments
Oh,
of
I thought
10.
you said 70, but I'll go with that.
No, he was
Look,
making an
look,
edge
price
tax joke.
changes.
50 silver.
All right.
Okay.
There we go. Minus 5 gold.
We get it.
You
We get on
just-
the boat and we
Hey, is there places that has sunglasses for lenses?
No.
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 There
It's
is
like
no
it's like in
sunglasses.
Pokemon when you try to use a bicycle inside Professor Oak's voice in your
Did he,
head.
did he
This
complete
isn't
the
the time to use this.
Did he complete the
But it's
cloth
Saren.
transaction?
Using sending.
Did he complete the cloth transaction? Yes, he bought the cloth.
As I hear lenses, I grab him by
do-
the collar and pull him out of the store.
You do find before you're rapidly yanked out, one man is selling not like pitch black, but they're reflective just glasses. So this
I
two
stop.
little circular
Do you
ones,
wa-
and they're reflective.
I
Mage
stop
hand out the money,
collar
grab
yank.
that.
Yeah. Okay, there's the 3 gold for that.
While
I'm
this is
looking back.
happening, I'll
Three
Mage
go.
gold
hand the
for
gold,
Drew.
mage hand the glasses. Thanks.
Is there like
Transaction complete. Continue pulling.
is there some kind of place that sells wood then? Just a block of wood.
You know,
Yeah.
if you go, if you go
Woodcutters!
outside-
Fucking forest.
You don't have them right now.
What the fuck?
You could find ample wood. You're gonna have to find a way to carry it. 25
How-
silver for a
Anavir,
a
if
good
we
core.
go out about 100 yards, there's trees all around us.
The
You
map
want us
shows
to go
only
out and just go
farmlands.
after a tree then? I haven't bought one yet.
I'll punch some trees for you.
Is that what you say? I will punch trees for you.
Caw, 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 caw,
Caw.
caw.
He will Steve Mojang this shit.
Haha.
Alright,
Anything else
fine.
anyone wants to rapidly buy at the Penta Market? It's 25 silver for a lumber core.
No.
No,
How
why
are we
I went with
carrying
Sarah.
it?
Fine. I'm
I've
walking.
already
I'm
bought- I've
walking
already
out
spent, like,
angry, and somebody's gonna give me a block of
5,000
wood.
gold.
Anything else?
Wait, before that, is there any string
No.
around here?
No.
You can procure string on the road.
Oh, okay.
You can use like sinews or
You
whatnot.
can use
yeah.
sinew.
Yeah.
We
Some
just
of the best
killed-
violins in the world were stringed with catgut. Cat
we just killed
intestines, so
something.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Move along.
You all
Get back on our boat and
Frantically
sail away.
arrive.
leave under the cover of night.
All that said, though, you do arrive at the boat. Some 50 minutes of dashing across the dash and farmlands to get to the boat.
And one just,
Finally-
one disgruntled sprawled later.
Yeah, you finally all can take a deep breath at the folding boat as you all get on deck. Saren, you kind of lean back, and there is a orb that hovers about 5 feet away and 5 feet up above you that you recognize to be invisible, that you're catching with sea invisibility.
I look at the orb, I look right at it, and flip it off.
Just remains motionless there.
Wait, this orb.
Aaron, what are you
We've
flipping
seen
off?
this orb before.
Flipping off the security.
Do I have any
Aaron,
idea
what do you
how,
see?
if I didn't have an ability to dispel magic right now, if I could get rid of it by shooting it?
It is, to your knowledge, it's invulnerable.
I just stare at it. We're being watched.
Oh, wonderful. What's
I
new?
started looking around the boat.
I grab his head, turn his head to look right at it. You see nothing because it's invisible.
Darren?
And I say, wave.
Wave.
Darren, you kind of recall this is not the first time that that orbs like this have appeared.
Yeah.
That you've
This-
happened to catch
Yeah.
if you're seeing
I
invisibility.
say, this is how they're tracking us. We're going to need to get something that stops divination magic so that they can't track us anymore this way.
I pull out my gunblade.
No,
No,
no.
No.
Doesn't help.
Point me where it is so I can poke it, see if it moves.
You have to
Okay.
jump.
It just goes through this semi-transparent.
Well, you poked it.
And the
So-
boat gets moving. The
And I
orbs
just-
are
So,
falling.
Saren, these things are normally following us?
They
Or is
come
this
up
just
every
a
once in a
usual thing?
while.
I
I
have a
can't do
feeling
the spell, but I'm familiar with it.
Do I
It's
Do we get a block of wood while I'm on this boat?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I bought a block of
Freaking
wood.
wood.
Damn it! God damn!
I want to do something.
Yes. Take a brevity.
Chris, do I have?
Jumped
If I were to say that I have an idea of who's using this, would that be worth a check, or could that just be waved off?
It's impossible.
no, you'd never know. It could be. So, Chris, if I remember correctly, because I'm the only one who's ever seen them, Did this happen before we were attacked by the
Roll an intelligence check to just recall.
guidance?
I could
Oh, I
tell
got
you out
4.
of character, but
Nice! 19!
I could tell
Not
you out
bad.
of character, but yeah.
The last time you saw this orb was after you had some days after you had split with Reinhardt and Torin. So that was around the last time you had seen it.
Do I remember first seeing it before or after we fought the Volstrucker?
After.
Okay, so it's from the Volstruckers.
Or Reinhardt.
That's what I'm
Dun,
going
dun,
to assume.
dun.
Yeah, no, Reinhardt can't do this.
You don't
see
know what I
this
can
mess
do.
up.
Talking my
I know
sister and
what
her
I
boyfriend
out
through
of
like
character
starting a
know
fire.
I know out of character what your character can and can't do.
Maybe I told you half my character.
You're a warlock. You can't learn that spell.
Okay.
There's literally no way for you to learn that spell.
Okay, Nathan.
But as the boat's being made, I'll just kind of stare at it until it goes away.
At this point, I'm kind of just standing there. Guess I take out the headband of intellect.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, that hurt.
What does it look like?
Like a little tiara.
know
Tiara.
what it looks like.
It is a headband, so it will go around your head at this portion.
It's a
It can be
circlet.
tucked
It's
under a
like-
hair. Yeah. It can be tucked under hair.
I'll put it
and you
under
can-
the cloak of elven kind.
in a circlet in its most simple form is like a
I know what-
gem set
Like that
in
one guy.
a silver band that goes around your head.
This
and
is
it's
a
sprayed
green
at the
and
back.
gold. Green and
Mhm.
gold.
And if
But
you're
you
worried
like-
about it being a feminine thing, it's not. It's
I know.
unisex.
You're like
can-
a rapper Lil Uzi Vert with that stupid gem on his forehead.
Never mind, Will. I was wrong. For some reason, this spell is actually somehow basically everyone can learn this spell.
Yep.
Ha!
What the fuck?
That
That's
said,
weird.
though,
So
your
Someone can
boat lurches forward.
how heavy
Just-
is the block of wood?
Shut the fuck
Listen, I'm gonna have a block of wood. God damn it!
It's around.
It's
It is.
it's wood, so it's not incredibly heavy.
But it's big enough where I can make stuff out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can't make something grandiose because then you need to like glue logs together.
Well,
and you
yeah,
haven't gotten all that
yeah,
yet.
no, I'm not gonna make something like huge. I'm just gonna make something
Okay.
that I
So we
can
make the
hold like
glue,
an
dude.
instrument or something.
Okay.
Just
You can
remake the
start
glue.
making an instrument. Even an instrument needs glued parts.
Beautiful.
Wait. What about the
No.
Link's instrument?
Could make an ocarina, but
makes
Not
it,
a
you
time-
start wood
not a
cutting or
time.
wood carving.
Yes.
Everyone goes about their tasks of newly acquired bolts of cloth and sunglasses, or staring and flicking off a scrying orb. Whatever can have you. We'll call this session here. 'Cause,
Alright.
Can I
there's-
attune to it?
yeah, you can attune to it during this process because that only takes a short time. We do have the Torin and Reinhardt section.
Just
I'll,
for that,
I'll,
right.
I'll
I
savor this
attuned
this
to
time
it,
because I
but,
actually enjoy listening to this.
Mhm.
I'll
Yeah, I
just
could-
mute. No, I just won't say anything.
Well,
Do I
yeah,
add
we're
my
just here
modifier
listen
to
the
it?
start.
It should, when you click it and attune to it, it should already add your.
It has not.
Did you attune to it?
Scroll to the
Very
bottom.
bottom.
Maybe that's a thing.
There should be 3 attunement slots.
And it should be an option to attune to it.
All right, not
I
the
can
plus
still
4.
hear.
Nice.
And that should
nice
help with
door
your
knocks
spells
he
as
has.
well.
Yeah,
No.
that's the
Oh,
dex of
yeah.
15 now. Intelligence of 15, wisdom.
That'll
15.
make it, a little bit better.
Chromatic orb is plus 7.
Looks like it's not balanced properly there, Anthony.
Deathly bark is plus 7 now too.
Now you'll have a better chance for everything else.
I'm a little bit smarter now.
And your HP is still shit.
Look at Anthony just popping out.
God, your health is in the 20s still. That's insane.
But I never get hit, or I just get auto smacked.
True. But,
It's one of the
ah,
two. In which case, you all still up.
he-
He evades it and doesn't take damage, or he gets one hit.
His health
Pretty
is
much at this level.
Bloody-
Pretty much.
And I got temp HP all the time, so like y'all just hit my
Problem
temp
with
HP
Wolfgang
or
is I
something.
have like 53 health, so I can take a couple hits, but I can only take a couple hits.
Wolfgang doesn't have a problem because he has 5 meat shields in front of him.
all the time.
Back somewhere. Firing
I'm
like,
artillery
"Oh."
shells into the
Reinhardt.
field.
And I have the ability to half damage. I have shield as well.
This is
All right,
true.
dude.
The Harbinger is actually quite survivable. Has quite a lot of survivability.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, mainly because battle starts and he's like, I gotta go. He fucking leaves.
God.
I don't mean to do that.
And then they're just like, oh well, he's not here. We'll wait for him to come back.
Fine.
I don't mean to do that.
I know,
No, it's
but it's happened more
Shit
often than
happens,
it
man.
should. Where it's just like,
We'll move to the new. Fortunately, oh yeah, you heard Nathan.
Yeah, I heard. Session calling. And because of our gallant efforts today, we are level 8, right, Chris?
No.
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 I spent
Well,
well over 5,000 gold. I think that's well worth level 8.
Yeah, buy your level.
And we lived
Fucking
from
pay to
meeting
win.
with that guy.
Now,
You lived.
in
Good
our
point.
case, Will, we're level
Will.
12 now, right?
Hey, Chris, 353 platinum. Does that buy me level 8?
So
You
with
bribed the
bolt
DM.
of cloth, by the way, I'm just gonna make a mask and a hood.
Yeah, I remember.
with-
353 platinum and like the game that's on your Steam wish list.
I know you want something from the DLC of Arma Lamar.
You'll never guess what I'm playing after this.
Armor.
What you're playing every time you see you
I
on.
know.
Every time I'm playing it.
That's
Oh,
one
yeah.
question. How many hours do you have in Arma? Because you
Almost 1,000.
God
Wow,
damn.
you're almost
That's
a
it.
third of the way to what John has on Dota.
God.
John has like
Oh.
3,500
It's,
hours in Dota.
There was actually this funny newsreel that they were showing like Taliban fire at US because it's like an AA gun shooting at an A10 and it was from Arma.
Wow.
It happens
No.
so many times. If there's ever a time you see like crystal clear footage of a very a very straightforward military action, like a tank shooting someone, or
Right.
yeah, that like an AA gun shooting, 90% time it's from Arma.
Holy shit.
They redo it in Arma
Yeah.
to describe
Good.
what happened.
They could redo Arm, or they just like think that this is a video of it and just because they don't redo it because it's always like a video from 2 years ago of some dude's op just happened to have that, so just yoink and take it.
Also, when's Arma 4 coming out?
God, I hope never.
God, I hope never.
Too many mods now. Not
Too
enough
many
time.
mods and DLC.
Bohemia suck. The mods are the best. Anyway,
Yeah, after all that gold we spent on with those gnomes, they're definitely our friends.
what's the name of the store?
Artificer
Fuck, I
augmentations.
don't remember.
There it is. Artificer augmentation.
I didn't even look at my notes.
The
You
question
fuckers.
is if they'll come back to the keep.
We
And
paid for
if anyone-
delivery.
No. They're gonna deliver it. I expect they'll deliver it. I mean,
I mean, well,
Anavir, Viking, make sure that you put that in a very noticeable place in your inventory.
Yeah, it's in there. Yeah.
And remember, okay,
This
That's
keeps
just-
me alive.
This will
well,
keep me
right
alive.
now
one,
they're
you
probably
still
just
have
gonna
to-
deliver
Two,
it. They're
that's
gonna
so-
deliver it. Find out that there's a keep there. Keep it in mind.
and probably
But
go and
if
visit
we
everyone.
see them again and they say, "Oh, we have an airship port,"
Yeah, they might like it because that gives them a place that they could do business with from us to Hupperduke.
True.
yeah.
Does
put
that,
it
but
broken.
yeah. Okay.
Um,
Well, with that, we're gonna transition to Reinhardt and Torrent's portion now.
I'm gonna mute myself. Just
Oh,
so I
can I say that I would have messaged Torin? This is like a week later to check where he is, and it basically be like, "What is your progress? Where are you?" Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on our way back now. Should be at our keep and going to our meetup location in, say, let's say 4 days to get to the keep again, Chris, or 5 days to get to the keep.
You still need to spend 5 days.
So 5 days to the keep, and then it's like 1 or 2 days to the location if we were to go.
You're to,
Okay.
yeah, run.
So a week. I will tell him if needed, we can be there in a week. Kind of give us give me the position, and I'll burn as many spells as it needs to be back and forth. But I'll stay on and just mute myself so that at any point when it comes to that, we can jump to that.
I honestly think you're gonna be there a couple days early.
Hey, and then we'll prep.
I'm just letting you know. But
Also,
Yeah.
as a side note, in the D&D channel, I have made Chris priority speaker. So whenever
Okay.
he speaks, you all get shutted up.
Really? Here, let's.
thank
Is
you.
it- how well does this work? I don't know because I can't hear myself.
So here, hold on.
So
Will
I'm just gonna keep
keep
talking over him. So how's that work?
That works.
Fair
Here,
enough.
Will talk.
Not amazing, but
We'll talk. How about you talk? and I
I'm
keep
gonna talk
talking?
right over him.
It doesn't do anything.
You know, one
else.
time I
It-
stole.
Hold on.
For me,
Hold on.
it brings Chris's volume up.
Yeah,
It does.
same here.
Chris over Will.
So whenever people are talking all at the same time, Chris will get upped in volume.
Perfect.
Awesome. Perfect.
Perfect.
It's like the judge. Shut up!
You guys are here at the ruins of Draconia, right along the outskirts in the forgotten about burial grounds. You camped out in that area and they're just waking. You have plethora of questions that you're not going to get answers to.
No.
But you have
You should get
you're
Kibble
here.
and
We'll
Pat-
mute
Okay.
yourself.
You have a rough destination in mind from the sending messages you got last night. Entirely up to you where you're going to go now.
Darren just sent me a sending message. Quite a few, actually.
You?
Yeah, like 3 or 4. It's almost a tweet.
My God.
Basically, I just brought him up to speed about what's happening, what we found here.
What
He
has
still
said?
doesn't like you, apparently.
Yeah, I've gotten that vibe lately.
Or he doesn't like your sword.
A lot of people don't. But
So, should we start heading up to meet them?
up to meet them.
From what he's been saying, if we head up along the peaks, we could get there a little over 2 weeks.
We'd be heading up the same way we came down almost.
Almost, but if we stay along the peaks, we should be fine.
We just gotta be cautious we don't run into Oban again. I don't know how that
What do you wanna do?
encounter would be. I mean, now that we're here at Draconia, where else? We don't really have anywhere else to go.
No, we didn't. And now I have even more questions.
Mm-hmm. And we'd have strength in numbers rather than just us two. I think we should head up.
I agree.
Let's clean up camp and start making our way north.
Clean up camp. Kind of remove any trace that you were here in this tomb and you push forward. Up north in these swamps of Xhorhas. It's desolate here, but there's still sparses of life. It's not the wastelands, but it's still an uneasy, unnatural environment as you push forward further north a few days at a time. First day, it's uneventful, though tense. Second day, less tense. as you start to make more and more distance, keeping close to the mountains in order to just not tread the same path as before. Third day comes. You continue to make this passageway to the north as you are approaching the rivers here. So, at like where the water falls down from the mountains,
Mm.
you're getting ready to cross. It's about way past midday. Sun is starting to set. Getting ready to cross. It's again desolate, but you're hearing signs of animal life, the crashing water. And as you're getting ready to just cross this water, you feel something in you, both of you. This force. I need you both to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Yeah. Gonna be a 13.
7 minus 1, so 6.
You are both hit by hold person. So you begin to lock down, feel your muscles clamp down, and not a movement able to. Set of footsteps approaches from behind, and another. The first thing you see, you can't move your head, starts. It's a figure of a red-skinned Cambion in dark hair. Glances over. Huh. Glad I found you. The next figure approaches from behind him. A figure of a dragonborn that hits you immediately as familiar, for you had seen this dragonborn just a few days ago, in fact. Alive now, though, the body of Raven Ball, taken life, who just slowly walks forward, the hand outstretched, which is clearly the magic that now binds you both. Oban looks to you both. Find the light? I see what my purpose is now. You are not angels, but false prophets. From his back, he produces this long silhouette of a knife. And Ravenball produces the same. He walks right up to you, Reinhardt, his hand around your neck. Consider this a mercy for all that we've done before. And he jabs that knife into you, Reinhardt. It is poisoned. It is high damage because of a crit. And you begin to feel yourself starting to fade in the hold person. Torin, the figure of Ravenball with a wicked curved knife. First, steps low, reaches into your bag of holding, pulls out the talon. You just hear go, I'm sorry. For thrusting the knife into your chest as well. A similar effect happening, but you feel it burning in your chest. You are both released from the hold person afterwards. Your consciousness fades as you both collapse here at the Babbling Brook.
Did the
And
Cambion
it goes dark.
start his turn within 5 feet of me?
Technically speaking, yes, but you're held person and paralyzed.
He took 4
No.
points of poison damage based off my Cloak of Flies.
Okay. A little bit. You can go for a moment as you're satisfied as you fall back into the mossy grass of the swamps of Jorhas. Reinhardt, you've been here once before. This feeling that you recall. This empty space around you. start to squint and trying to hold your eyes open, but it's just this oppressive light all around. You're just unable. That's where you're kind of kept for a few moments there. Torin, for you, you are in this kind of similar this void, just unsure, and you kind of naturally think back of your life and how it kind of cuts out short some few years ago, and then flashes something before, and again, only still images in your mind. This life before. You're unable to make any sense of it as the image burns into your mind and quickly escapes. Every so often, but the only thing that you really do remember from this barrage is when you first set your hand on that beacon and attuned to it. About around this time, some unknown amount of time later, you hear two different voices speaking up, both of you. You hear this kind of gravelly man. I think they're alive. Followed by another, this feminine figure. What do you mean they're alive? They were dead just moments ago. How did you even know? We didn't even know. I didn't do anything. The beacon did most of the work. I was just its hand. They're coming awake now. Both of you look forward, and you see two figures immediately. Figure of an Earth Genasi in plate armor. He's kind of leaned up on a shield right now. And is kind of glancing over both of you. The second figure is a feminine figure in this kind of black riding attire, with a kind of a blonde hair that just scrolls down and a pointed hat kind of sticks up. They kind of both look. Hey, they're awake. What do you mean they're awake? They just come over here. See another figure kind of push past both of them. This figure, much taller woman with red hair bundled back into braids, sleeveless attire and a long black coat, and a new chrome gunblade at her side. As she draws it, cocks a hammer, points it to you both. Who are you? Your names.
Reinhardt.
And you?
Torin Ball.
How did you come into possession of this? She taps her chrome gunblade against the side of the beacon, which there's an immediate moment of protest from the armored Genasi before she finds its hand.
It's his.
It's yours?
Found it in my old tomb.
Shit. Glances over to Genasi and he gives a nod. That's about right, Ingrid. Pushes up. And she takes the gunblade and slides it back into her side. You know you were dead just moments ago.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Hopefully the last time.
Don't know how many times I can keep fucking dying.
So, what exactly happened?
We were out here looking for a beast, as we do. We are of the Claret Order. When, lo and behold, and glance over, Granite here happens to feel the presence of something tugging him along. And we go to investigate, and sure enough, there are two dead men and kind of gestures over to that. A beacon in their possession is dead.
Did you name the Earth Genesis?
Ganassi
Genesis
Granite, yes.
Granite?
You did.
He kind of speaks up. It's normal for our naming is based around such things. And goes, huh? Don't.
I was asking you out of character, but okay.
Yeah. He's always been named Granite.
I didn't realize it till now.
I don't know what to do with you quite yet, but we're the reason you're alive. And I don't feel comfortable just letting you roam again, considering you died but moments ago. Where were you going?
Going north.
North.
Where north? There's an entire wasteland north.
We were supposed
Along
to
the-
be meeting
Our friends.
our allies up along the Ashkeeper Peaks.
Bloodwalk.
Kind of sit around. You hear the sound of another dragonborn. About a week north.
Yeah. All right.
Then let's go.
Let's.
I'm not having someone with a beacon die, and I very much want to see where you're going with that thing.
Fair enough.
Kind of gleans in for a moment. And don't think about running or anything like that.
We've done enough running.
Good.
And even
We
if we wanted to, we're in no condition to be running.
Also good. You were dead for some time.
Like I said, wouldn't be the first time.
And let's move. I don't like this part of Torhoth.
Neither do
Ingrid
we.
and the rest of the Hashirans start to gather their things. And you join them to head north towards the Bloodwalk. And that's where we'll end the whole session tonight for now.
Wow.
So,
Holy crap, dude. Took all of my restraint to not like pipe in going, what? But they could come to us and they're
hmm.
For a second there I thought y'all were dying, man. I'm like, oh, so this is
Oh,
like
I was fully prepared
tear
for
up
that.
the
I'm like,
character
okay.
sheet moment for
So wait, how many
Reinhardt
days is
Thorin
it?
here.
Has he received my message, Chris?
Oh, I wouldn't have responded to you for a while then.
Yeah.
No, I
He
sent
would
it.
the messages would have failed.
Oh,
It's
so my message failed. Got it.
Yeah.
no, yeah. That was
So he's been out for longer than 7 days.
Goddamn.
Uh,
How are
so,
you doing?
Wait,
Where are you?
I kind of had where that was going, but I didn't want to say whether or not it was gonna happen before.
yeah.
But you would know that
It's like
now
message
Saren would know when he
received,
gave
but
those
not
last.
read. That's what
When
it is.
or
Like when you
it would fail to find host.
when you send a message on Facebook and it's that instead of the blue check mark, it's just the blue circle.
Yeah, so yeah,
So
that
I
would give
have
me
7.
pause.
I have like 21 missed calls then.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
That
For
would
the
give
sake
me.
of brevity, it's in your own concern. If they're not that far out, but that middle one that you gave at the very end of the session would have been dropped.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
There we go.
There we
Okay.
go.
That would have given me some pause, but I
Will,
know the
did you get
limitation
all
of the
the
spell, and
stuff
I would check back
happened
in
before your internet crashed?
when we get to the keep. So
I
that
don't
works
think
for next
so.
week.
What was
So
that?
really quickly, who?
Will's internet crashed.
So who picked them up? I kind of missed that.
Ingrid's group.
Ingrid
Ingrid.
and the
Mhm.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, that means they're going to they're
Yeah.
taking
Coming
you to the.
our keep.
Oh my god.
So
Wait, they're going to
Viking, we
our
need
keep?
to make a feast for them.
No,
They're on the
going to-
way. They're
to our
taking
keep?
Yeah.
them. Yeah, you guys were meeting
Yeah.
at the keep.
Oh, and they're gonna meet them there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so they're basically helping them. Wait, are you friends with Ingrid?
We don't know
No.
Ingrid.
They never
We
met
are.
them.
No.
They just met them now.
Ingrid, they were rezzed by the beacon. You don't know how yet, but
Oh.
Granite had a portion in it. And they're like, how did someone with a beacon die? Where are you going? How did you die? We're taking you there because you have a beacon. This is important. We're seeing this through.
And Ingrid's part of Roald and Mordecai.
Yeah, dude, Chris,
And
wait,
Wolfgang
Chris.
and
What
Annabelle.
happens? What happens if we all actually meet up?
Different
You'll
people,
see.
different rules.
Maybe next time.
Dude, that'll be so. It's been a week past, right? About a week, or how long has it been past since my message to them?
You guys are caught up at this point.
Okay, so basically, I missed him by a day.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's like a day ahead. Got it. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Got
So
it, got it,
then, before I left off, we headed north with
Then-
them.
That's where it ended, actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
you headed north. Yeah, so write down that I would write down that my message missed Torin by a day. So you guys are how far away now still?
About a
They're,
week.
they're still
The
a
way
week away.
Ocarina said it was a week.
Yeah.
So we're
Awkward
about on
sounds
time
big.
with each other.
Okay, so it'd take a week to get to
Mhm.
Where we
Okay.
got to get to, and you
Yes,
said it was
Mr.
about a
No
week.
Mr.
from
No
where
Arms
you
said about a week.
Are all of them
Oh.
there?
All of them are there.
Sure.
still
Oh
now.
my
Yeah.
god, that's gonna be great. That's so
Because it was
awesome.
it was Granite that rose
That's-
them, and it was
I
Sylvia.
missed part of it, and then I just heard. I'm like, so wait, what
Mhm.
was weird about Granite's name though?
That is
Oh,
an Earth
He's an Earth
Genasi.
Genasi with the
He's
name.
an
Granite.
Urgenasi.
Granite,
When the
and
fuck
it's
was he an
like-
Urgenasi?
always been Earth Genasi.
So that's why I'm
Always
like, wait,
have.
his name was Granite.
Just picture the
Yeah, his name's
astronaut.
always been Granite, but I didn't know he was an Earth Genasi.
I know,
Well,
but
it's
Earth, Granite,
Wait,
Earth.
he's been
Yeah,
an Earth
uh-huh.
Genasi? Always have.
happened.
Always have been.
When you said red hair, I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is
Yeah.
Ingrid.
Wow.
When I heard Gunblade, I'm
Do
like,
they still have all their
"Oh,
weapons and stuff? Other than the
The
don't
only
know."
I don't care. The only difference is Ingrid has a new gunblade.
no,
It's
no,
she
no,
has,
no. I'm talking
and-
Torin and
I have to remove.
Reinhardt.
I have to remove that war pick.
Yeah, the war pick is gone. Raven took that before killing Thorin.
Okay. That's weird though that oh Chris, for my own sake, so I can know, because I'm already thinking it is.
Hmm
If you can tell me, is it similar to CR with Ashley's character? Torrens connected. Is that what it is? Or is it out of free will?
Which one?
The character connected to Torrin, the Dragonborn.
Raven.
Was it yeah, Raven. Jeez. So close to Darth Revan, huh?
I know. I never even made an association.
Oh. Oh, I did immediately because of the KOTOR remake. Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh yeah.
But it's coming to PC, by the way, if you were wondering.
I removed
PC,
Talon.
PS5. But
Oh, perfect.
is it similar to Critical Role with Ashley?
What is it? Just chicken?
Or is it more like free will?
Oh, okay. I see what you're asking.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got delivered food.
For all of them, it's the former. For your knowledge,
So they got it.
I thought a little
Okay.
one for me, maybe.
Got it. That answers my question because I was like,
It's-
that doesn't sound right.
semi like
Ashley, yeah.
it's the other parts of that.
Okay. So it's like the downtime that
Like
doesn't
Laughing
remember.
Hand.
Yep. Okay. That kind of connection. Understood. That's what I thought. Cool. That makes sense. Because I was like immediately like, oh,
Mhm.
I was like, well, this doesn't make sense. Oh, of course it's that because it's Oban. Cool. Got it.
Yeah.
Sweet though. So that means all our characters are gonna meet up, and Will's gonna have to Reinhardt's gonna have to hardcore decide what he wants to do in a week.
Allegedly.
We're gonna have to have Marin make a feast.
Yeah, because everyone there is. I
You're
mean,
gonna need something to eat.
all of them though are gonna be like, oh, this person I'm bringing is enemy, is a quote unquote not friend of a person we know and are friends with. and technically owe a favor to because they saved our life? Well, I can't wait to see what happens. Will you keep your evil sword?
Man, it's gonna be
We'll
so
have to find
fucking
out.
awkward seeing Saren and Reinhardt in the same room. Like, we're just eating, we're just quiet, like at family dinner where you know somebody's done something wrong.
All you're hearing is like the scraping of silverware against ceramic.
Yeah. Just a fork to a plate, just like trying to get his attention.
Some,
Deci-
someone,
Decisions for
someone clears
Torin.
his throat. Saren and Reinhardt just jump up and be like, "You son of a bitch!"
And we're
Decisions for
calm
Dude.
down.
Torin.
Decisions for Torin. Do I or do I not hit on Ingrid?
Son of a bitch.
I was thinking that same thing too.
And
I'm
Veer
like,
just
huh.
be pissed.
God. I'm over here like, oh, he has decisions.
Wolfgang
You mean
is-
about whether he will
Wolfgang on
follow
one end,
his god or not?
fighting. Guys, stop fighting, please. Can we all just have a nice
Wolfgang
meal?
just eat a
I see
piece of-
Reinhardt. Dispel magic. Instant break curse. Bestow curse.
God.
Here
Just
you
to
go.
break the link in the magic item.
Question, Chris. Can you dimension door then Spartan kick someone through the dimension door?
No.
That would be so funny though.
Hello, goodbye.
It's like another version of Sparta.
That would be cool if there's a teleportation spell just to deal with enemies. Where it's like, hello, goodbye.
Like full on Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mirror
Bye.
dimension.
If you could, I'd be like dimension door, Spartan kick, 500 feet in the air.
For a second there, I thought you guys were like, yeah, tearing up your character sheets. Like,
Oh, because the death.
Yep.
Just revert Torin back to level 1 for a different campaign.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, I'm glad I stayed on. That was great.
You enjoyed it.
Yeah, they call me Ball Torin. Just re-break your name.
So
Let's
how
rewrite the name
different?
Torin with
How
extra
different-
N's.
As soon as I heard you get stabbed, it's critical, it's high damage. I'm like, yeah, we're dead.
Yeah, I was like, ooh. I was like, no fucking way they just die. Chris wouldn't take it completely out of the player's hands.
He's like, all right, I'm fucking tired of this fucking awkward.
Tired of making this?
Let's give them some hope and take it away.
Dash across the rock. Yeah. No.
How would it be? How much different would it have been if we would have saved
Succeeded.
those throws?
If you would have succeeded, you would have started chase sequence where you're being chased by Raven and Oban, which not beneficial because both are capable of flight. And
So am I.
So what?
if one of you had succeeded and the other had failed, then there was just going to be some high damage spells being thrown out because the ultimate goal was still to kill you.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah,
yeah, it's pretty
yeah.
much. It was
But-
like in Final Fantasy. It's one of those fights that you have to lose.
Yeah, it's like one of the fights. It's also you're being thrown against like very strong enemies. Too, even still, like level 7s just would have.
Hit the wall.
Yeah.
Mm.
I didn't want
Can't
to
wait
do like
until we all
initiative.
meet up because that's gonna be. Because the only reason Wolfgang went with Saren was just like because like I don't want a sword of all things telling me what to do. It had nothing to do with like
It's in the past.
Reinhardt, like
Fresh.
being
Who
controlled by a demon or
cares?
something.
I honestly
Fair.
didn't think this was gonna be such a fucking issue.
I know.
What?
The
Sword.
fucking
Wolfgang's still
stupid
like
sword.
Reinhardt and Torin are still great guys. Like
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm like,
you're with
I
them,
will.
no problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't let Reinhardt anywhere near anything, or tell him anything.
That's
Good, I
it.
don't
will-
want to be talked to anyway.
That's
like-
it though.
Yeah.
Sounds
I'm
good.
gonna head out.
Okay,
See you
later,
next
Chris.
session.
See you later, Chris. Thank
See
you.
you,
Have fun
Chris.
for
Thank
watching.
you,
Hope
sir.
guys
As
enjoy it.
always.
We'll see you guys next time.